welcome back to another session of Candlekeep Mysteries. Last time on Candlekeep Mysteries, you all were surrounded by what appeared to be a litany of sea-dwelling manta ray-like aberrations, while swimming up to the surface after gathering some treasure at the bottom of an unusual atoll. While you were swimming up, you had to fight them off by using a variety of mechanisms. Many a fireball was thrown and many a underwater storm was generated, as many people were doing their best to survive the onslaught as what appeared to be some kind of large lobster, later revealed to be a troll, rose up and commanded these Ixits to attack the party. Eventually, however, through sheer attrition, the party was able to make most of the Ixits run out, and so the troll retreated back into the depths of the atoll. Returning back over to the surface, the party then found a reach Jack the bird, and Growl mightily leaped off of a tree and pinned Jack to the ground, which then brought up a naiad of the atoll named Cyrena. You all got to talking with Cyrena and learning a bit more about how the atoll functions, and also while in the middle of the night while staying at the atoll, you found that the Ixits flew off into the distance and then came back later carrying various baubles, jewels, and other luxury like goods. Then finally, after you dove back down into after they dove back into the atoll, you set off on your ship along with Cyrena, who had been compelled to join alongside all of you, which is where you exited out of the book of the maroon ship, and then returned back over to Candlekeep just to have a regular day long rest. And that is where your session begins. Elocution, what are you doing there? Get over here. You're in the wrong party. Elocution here. I was like, what are you doing? You're wrong. Because they were. Wait, no, they're not in the wrong party. You're just not here.
They're in our party.
They're just not here. What am I talking about?
So I was confused. Yeah, Elocution and Lazuli are MIA.
They don't exist. They're in college right now. Or something, I don't know.
They're learning.
It's important. Learning is important. Alright, the dawn of a new day approaches.
Yeah.
I mean...
Alright, I'm fully rested and ready to go. We didn't get any gold last session, huh? I have nothing to spend.
I think we did the session before last.
Yeah, we got a fun.
We have like 1,111 each.
I have 166 point. Oh no, I have 163.
You definitely should have.
Man, I don't remember if I even added the gold from last time.
You did, but you didn't edit the total. Like I'm
I
looking
only have
at your post right now.
635 in my inventory, so I probably
That is
didn't.
correct.
Yeah, I ended up buying a Pearl of Power with the gold.
I'm gonna see. I need to do some math real quick and see if I actually added gold to the stuff.
Plus one weapon is a 500 as well.
Along those lines, I
I
think,
don't
right?
remember.
Sounds vaguely correct.
Oh, the Burger Power is only worth 400 something. Oh, I
You
didn't
didn't
add
change the prices of the plus one items and like plus two and shit. Did you, Aqua?
Huh? What?
Did you change
Plus
the...
one is 500.
It is 500? Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna...
And Pearl of Power did get nerfed to 500 also.
I am going to adjust this
Ah,
to
shit.
plus one.
I didn't shop. Is it okay if I retroactively shop while we're moving on with the session so I don't hold people up?
Yeah, that's fine. Also, while you're doing that, remember that I may not have necessarily finalized certain prices, so be cautious about buying them. They seem like they're probably out of their expected price range, but I think we went over most of the ones that you were interested in, right?
Yeah, I think I asked you about those.
Yeah, okay, great. Just double checking. Alright, as the party heads over to the Emerald Door, where Emerald... I can't believe we're actually settled with this name. Emerald!
I thought that was just what we were calling them, not what they were actually.
Emmy.
Emmy. I like
Whether
that.
or not they're called that, I'm calling them that. You know.
Yeah. Emmy is at the door. And as you're about to head in, Emmy greets you and actually says something a little bit extra this time. By the way, Master Quill was interested in meeting with you if you have a few minutes to spare.
No.
Oh, yeah, I'll definitely take that.
They said they would meet you over at the coffee area in that case.
Where?
You what?
Oh. I mean, it's
Okay.
probably not wise to refuse Mr. Quill.
Perhaps not.
It's a quill, let's go.
But we could anyways. No, I'm kidding.
Right? Entering over into the coiffier, as a reminder of what this place looks like, on the outside it appears to be an inconspicuous little house-looking structure, but on the inside, it's closer to a full-blown mall, with various shopkeepers, selling their various non-magical goods, and in various places almost like magical vending machines. The actual magical items themselves, which seem to be automatically distributing out, wares over to people that place gold inside of them. And that is when, approaching over to, it appears Grau and Drajira entering in first. From outside of a shop is Errant Quill. Hello, it's good to see your faces again. It has been a while, as they extend their hand out for a greeting.
Yeah, I'll shake that.
Nice firm handshake. You try to gauge the firmness of it. It's firm for a handshake, as handshakes won't be due when they're firm.
Are you okay? Are you having a stroke?
Right. Well, I've heard about you all entering into the Great Library itself quite often recently. How have you been enjoying being inside of there?
There are a great deal of books to explore.
I got eaten by a worm, and now I'm paper.
It is there's so much knowledge contained within. It's practically, I believe, functionally impossible to enter in and ever be able to decipher all of the knowledge contained. But I suppose that's... Yes.
I cannot take a long rest.
You cannot take a longer.
No.
Diesel takes a short rest.
Yeah, I can take a short rest. It just won't let me take a long rest.
Huh.
That's weird. I can't take a short rest, but it'll let me take a long rest.
Oh, I can only take a long rest if I uncheck is new day.
Oh. Huh. That's weird.
Sounds bizarre.
Very bizarre. Bizarre adventures, even.
Oh, who's Jojo?
Grau is Jojo.
Oh.
Continuing on though, Aaron Quill continues on. I don't mean to intrude too much of your time. You seem like you are already busy getting more invested into the various books. You've spent a great amount of time in there, and I don't want to take away from that. I just had a quick question to understand from all of you is, would you describe yourself as the kind of person that is willing to do anything for what you want to achieve in your life?
Yes. Wait. What?
Well, obviously.
It's an extremely vague question
I'd be
that
very
I cannot
careful with
answer.
agreeing with the when it comes to the word anything.
Yeah. Too
Mm,
vague.
let's make that more specific then. What is vague about the question that you would like me to elucidate on?
Are you asking us to do something for you?
No, I'm not. Not at all.
Oh.
I don't. I'll explain the meaning behind this first, but it's part of it. Consider it a thought experiment.
Anything implies that I would be willing to go against my morals and better judgment, etc., to achieve what I want.
Yeah, I was gonna say like anything encompasses like anything, including unwise and
Destructive
immoral
decision.
actions.
Hmm. That seems like, I believe, very common. It's important to have your own boundaries about these things. You over to you, pointing over at Nameless. You mentioned morals. What kind of boundaries might you say your own morals would prevent you from doing? Presumably, murder is on that list.
I think I would be highly against committing mass murder.
A mass murder. Do you hear how specific they are? A little bit goading over to the others.
So you would kill one person, but not like 10?
We've already killed multiple beings, haven't we?
Is that all mass murder?
Do you consider those beings people?
I suppose. I don't know them.
So then you
We've already whatchamacallit, the little things that were in the ocean. Aren't they sentient beings?
Sahagins?
Sahagin, but they're also. I mean, they're not actually devils, but they might as well be.
I mean,
And also, there is
I feel
some.
like technically we've already committed mass murder by those standards.
There's also some room for debate if like they were even real.
I don't really consider that mass murder, honestly. I consider that murder for sure.
You all have gotten quite invested inside of the books if it seems to be such reality inside of your minds. They are books, you understand.
Well, fuck.
Well, I mean,
I'm obviously not
in
saying this
theory,
out
they can
loud,
kill
but I
us,
had
so,
been
I mean,
hoping that he would be familiar with what the fuck is going on here, but apparently not.
I mean, if the books can kill us, then I don't know if I'd say.
Well, they've definitely done something wonky to Yuki.
This is having my brain. I don't like it.
Yuki should be dead, but they're not.
I mean, they are like. They do have a
Dying book.
paper-esque quality to them now, right?
Yeah.
Did they ever get that checked out?
But it doesn't seem to affect them in any way. Like, just a feeling.
We did not. I wanted to
that's
ask this
far.
guy to see if he knew.
I mean, that's still like something that's like objectively observable.
Oh, what was that last thing you said, Yuki?
I wouldn't like get it checked out, but I did want to ask this guy, Errant Quill, to see if he knew anything about it.
Right. So you're going to attempt to ask them right now about it?
Yeah, I mean, I'll let him finish his little monologue first.
They didn't seem to have much else to say. They were just listening to this kind of lively debate going on and just kind of nodding along with people's points. And as you attempt to ask Yuki about the paper thing, you can't. Your mouth tries to move to make the words to ask, and it just doesn't.
Sus.
See.
How about you gesture? Can you write it?
Oh,
I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't know this is happening.
I mean, I think it'd probably be like, do they like open their mouth as if to try and speak, but nothing happens?
Yes.
I
Okay.
mean, don't you have the ability to telepathically say things?
Yeah. Good shout. We try. Can I try that? I'll try that.
Right.
Does it work that way?
Telepathically, like to somebody in the party?
Yeah, like
Eric will.
yeah, to Eric.
Right.
Well,
Alright. Go ahead and start off what you would like to say.
I seem to not be able to.
And then your sentence stops right there.
I see.
Seems to not? What? They respond back telepathically.
I wanted to ask about this papery quality I have.
And you try to mentally even think that, and the closest you get is this, and it just stops at this.
Very spooky.
I can't remember. If we touch them, are we able to feel that there's anything wrong, or is it something that only they can feel?
You you remembered touching Yuki's skin, and you do feel it feeling like paper.
So then couldn't we just, can you just point to your arm or something like that? Or wherever it is on your body, even if you can't say it, surely you can just be like, look.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll like.
surely it would be more touch than look.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll like
Look as in I guess, examine.
take off a glove, sort of like extend an arm, hand, and sort of just like as if to get him to like go, well, you know, look, because speaking doesn't seem to be working.
Alright. You go ahead and stick out, like, last thing you said was this, and you take off your glove and you have it there, your hand extended. And there goes, that's your hand, yes. I have two of them as well. Is there...
If I say if I try and explain, like looking at Yuki, if I try and explain that Yuki should have been dead in the book but wasn't, am I able to do that?
Yeah, you say that they should have been dead inside the book. You have a very vivid imagination.
Can I just detect magic real quick? I want to scan Yuki just to see if she's pinging off anything.
I'd
Right.
just like to ask, like, if we die inside the book, what happens?
Die inside the book? You would simply pop out of the book.
Are there any known side effects?
No, certainly not. The Candlekeep Library is a safe haven for everybody. All acquisitions of knowledge are meant to be freely shared, for desire is, I believe, an elegant thing. It is something that everybody has and is perhaps one of the most important driving forces in one's life. After all, if there's lack for desire, then it's hard to say that you are even much of a person. At that point, you may as well be a plant. But even plants desire the sun.
So I'll turn to Yuki and ask, have you been feeling strange since this incident?
Drajir, are you like ritually casting that, or are you just going to use a spell slot to cast it?
I am using an action to cast it.
Okay, so you cast Detect Magic out. Is something the matter?
Basically, I want to see if either Yuki or Errant ping off my detect magic.
Do you have a way of subtly doing that? Because otherwise,
I mean, them being within 10 feet of me is enough, I would know, or 30 feet of me.
oh, like you've had it on, is what you mean?
Yeah.
Like if
Or
you
I
keep
could
casting
cast
it.
it straight up, like right in front of me. Like, I don't care.
Okay. Yeah, you cast it. They raise an eyebrow at this, but they don't say much else about it as you use Detect Magic, and no magic seems to be detecting off.
Like, no, not on Yuki or Errant.
Something appears to be on Errant. Some kind of abjuration magic is on them.
I mean, that's reasonable. Like, a high-level wizard probably almost always will have, like, some kind of abjuration on them going.
Yeah, it even seems multiple sources of abjuration magic at that point, even.
I mean,
And one transmutation?
like, Death Ward, Mind Blank. Not sure about the transmutation, but yeah, that's reasonable. I'm gonna drop concentration. Anyway,
it's
this is some conspiracy bullshit. I'm not saying that out loud.
Well, I apologize for making you indulge in my thought experiment for a little bit. You see, I've been writing a book recently, and you all seem like fascinating characters. And so I enjoy basing a lot of the works I do on the people around me, on those who I encounter. And so, hence my secrecy on the matter. I wanted to kind of get a kind of candid outlook on things like this. It's difficult to write stories where the characters don't want anything, if you understand. I don't know if any of you are authors as well.
No, that makes sense.
Not a published author, but Ethereon is writing his own like encyclopedia of monsters and animals.
Oh, an encyclopedia. Have you already donated it to the library, I presume? Or if not, I could give it a look.
When we first entered, I gave at the time what I had gathered, but I'm still continuing to gather more information as we go through books and on journeys and stuff like that. So the library has some of my findings, but not everything since we've arrived.
I see. Well, I can probably go in with you if you're entering as well, and just go and find it right afterward. We'll just diverge paths shortly after entering.
Yeah, that sounds helpful.
Are you looking for editing? Or are you looking for contextual, or just...
Editing could be helpful, as well as, I guess, contextual. Ethereon's not like, he's not like an academic, so his writing might be a little crude, I guess.
Alright, I'll be sure to do that. I'll take a look at it. It's the least I can do if I manage to get some of your attention here for just a little bit. Well, I suppose we should head on in then, unless there's anything else you'd like to purchase while we're here. I wouldn't mind getting one of you something, if you'd like.
I'm actually already full up on attunements.
I don't suppose you could get me 5,000 ball bearings.
5,000 ball bearings? I wouldn't mind asking, but pray tell, what might that be for?
Confusing worms that rely on tremor sense. I got easy, you see.
Oh, don't we all sometimes? I'll go ahead and acquisition some then. Give me just a moment, I'll talk to the shopkeeper. We're on good terms.
Wait, he asked us if we needed anything from the shop?
Yeah.
I need shit tons of stuff from the shop. Can I have 100k gold? Thank you.
Perhaps it starts a little bit lower, young one.
You can clearly tell Namus is joking. Namus does not need this gold.
Do you want mine?
Yeah, they can tell they can tell you're joking. They're laughing with you. Let me start off with the ball bearings. You all can discuss if there's anything else you'd like. I wouldn't mind getting a little bit of wares for you. I appreciate that you are here at Candlekeep and that you are all very enlightened scholars. You've entered the Great Library far more than most people here do.
If he's talking about
He's not at the magic shop? Or like just a normal shop?
Like, this is the magic shop.
Oh.
if he's talking about magic items, I'll pull out the Psychic Great Club and talk about how it's a little too refined for my taste, and if he has any ideas on magical alterations that can be made to it.
I think there's something I could do with that. Or at least I know somebody who could do something with this. What exactly are you looking for? Tell me, what is it that you want out of this?
Well, some people might say that I am a unique or eccentric fighter, and this is, well, this is just a plain old Great Club. And so I'm looking for an alteration to make it a little more unique, add a little flair to it that's out of the ordinary, since I don't fight typically. They're in typical ways.
Okay, I'll go ahead and see what I'm able to do with this then. If you wouldn't mind just providing it for just a little bit.
Yeah, sure, I'll give it to him.
Right, they go ahead and take the Psychic Great Club. Typically, doing anything with magic items like these is fairly close to impossible, they might say. But here at Candlekeep, we're interested in doing the impossible, and I know somebody who might be able to do something like this. The struggle with magic items is they're essentially indestructible. Making alterations to them is incredibly difficult as a result, and if any of them ever break for any reason, you can basically say goodbye to fixing them. But, something special with this. I'll put some thought into it. And they go ahead and they just stash it in a bag of holding.
Okay, perfect. That's all I really need right now. I don't think I actually want to buy anything.
That's someone he mentioned. Who is that?
Oh, a connection of mine. You wouldn't be aware of them. I mean, I could tell you a name, but I don't think that would be very helpful for you. They're a professor here at Candlekeep University.
Did you know if they would have any interest in fixing magic items?
Fixing magic items? Well, I could certainly ask. I mean, I'm not entirely certain about their area of expertise, but the nice thing is when you have enough connections, you often know a guy who knows a guy, if you understand.
I suppose I can take out my broken dragon pendant and show it to him. Like, this is the reason why I ask.
Ooh, that is a magic item that is broken. I've never seen anything quite like that any time recently. But I could ask.
It appeared to be magical at first, but it seemed to have recently become magical as we were in the library.
So it was broken and then it became magical. Are you sure then that it is broken in that case? Could its state of brokenness not simply be part of its identity at that point?
It definitely feels like it's trying to function, but it's not capable of that function in its current state, is the feeling I'm getting from it.
Alright, well, I certainly wouldn't mind asking them about that, if you wouldn't mind lending it for a moment. I'll try bringing it back within a reasonable time span.
Alright, yeah, I will hand over the broken dragon amulet.
Right, and they put that in their bag of holding as well. Interesting. Okay, so ball bearings, your book, this club, and then your amulet. Anything else from anybody while I'm still here?
The tattoo.
Tattoo. What is it? What kind of tattoo do you strongly feel inclined about?
Some kind of magical tattoo. Do you do that?
There are magical tattoos, in fact, available for sale. Are you interested in
What's
one of
your
them?
limit? Your limit.
It's me wondering what exactly your desire is. So you tell me, and I will tell
need to
you.
Be strong and take a punch. You know.
Strong and take a punch. Hold on, I'm just checking something. Give me just a second.
Is there such a thing as a barrier tattoo +3?
Yeah, can I have a better barrier tattoos? I'm not feeling these ones.
It's like it, because tattoos, they don't count as armor, so they actually circumvent some features that require you to not wear armor. But can they go up to +3? Is that a thing, Jay?
Not raw. Oh, hold on.
No, that's the
Tattoos
tattoo.
just
Oh,
have,
somebody's-
so there's the barrier tattoos that have different flat ACs, and
Yeah.
up till I
Yeah.
think it goes
They've-
up to
It's only up till 18. It's same as
Yeah,
Which
they
is
don't.
not
There's no
sexy.
plus. Yeah, there's no plus.
yeah,
on
there's
those.
no plus version because that's what you get for not having to wear armor, I guess. In return for convenience.
Unfortunate.
So I'm just
It
checking
costs
something.
attunement too.
I'll take it though if it's free. Very rare. Cough, cough.
Nameless
just-
will ask for something that can enhance their defensive capabilities.
Okay. Hold on. Let me see. 1 second. If you're looking for one defensively, I think that perhaps, and it looks like your skin is already on the, you already look a bit on the nimble side. I imagine you're already a little bit hard to hit. I mean, despite your generous musculature. I know that there are some tattoos that are able to reduce the amount of energy that is imparted upon you. For example, a force-absorbing tattoo, a cold-absorbing one, or a fire-absorbing one, for example. Do any of those pique your interest?
Force, I guess.
A force-absorbing tattoo?
Yeah, I suppose.
Alright,
Or
then.
just in general, out of character, force is a relatively rare damage type.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought those
And,
were-
and in some regards, a breach of shielding is better than a force-absorbing tattoo.
Just give me a nice barrier tattoo, please.
A nice barrier tattoo.
What does Brute of Shielding do? I'm assuming
Resistance to
he's
force
limited.
and immunity to magic missile.
Oh. I'm assuming he's limited to items that are in the Walmart, right?
It doesn't seem like they don't, looking them up and down, they don't appear to be an artificer. That being said, they've mentioned previously about having connections. This is what Nameless thinks to themselves.
Oh, okay. I literally thought he was just gonna go shopping for us.
That you actually do see them going straight
Yeah, that's
over
what I-
to
that's
like
what
the
I
tattoo
thought.
parlor with Growl like leading the way over there.
Oh.
Yeah, give me like 5 minutes. Let me see if I can pick something out that isn't like too like crazy.
Yeah, while they're doing that, now let's see. As I'm about to look over this, tell me, how much do you want this tattoo?
An okay amount, pretty much. But I'm not gonna like, do something nefarious for him. Maybe.
Not quite what I was asking for. As I mentioned, for me, in my mind, having a strong desire is really what it sort of means to be as an individual. And so, what I'm willing to impart is very much going to depend on exactly how much you want it. I see some individuals here, for example, strongly want some of these other things to be fixed or looked at or adjusted in various ways. So I again ask you, how much do you want this tattoo?
Growl grabs him on the shoulder, like one hand, and it has like very intimidatingly says, "I want it."
Make an intimidation check. Because Growl really wants it at advantage.
Oh, that's an advantage. Oh, well, there you go.
I'm impressed by your gumption. That's a little bit more like it. They go ahead and they purchase you one of these medium barrier tattoo.
Wow.
A medium barrier tattoo.
The 15 plus 6?
Mhm.
Cool. Oh, thank you.
That would bring your AC to 18, I believe. No,
That's
a 17.
Count as armor.
Can I change my mind on ball bearings?
Oh, you've suddenly gotten cold feet about the ball bearings.
Well, it's just that I happen to come across this lovely thing that points at the iron stone holder thing on her head.
Oh, the Infinity Stone.
That's the one. I was looking for perhaps any stones which might fit in here.
Well, there are a lot of ion stones that exist inside of the world. How about you tell me which one you're interested in, and we'll see if it's within what I'm willing to accommodate for. As they hand a tattoo over to you, Growl. Note that these aren't actual tattoos per se. It's like it's like an inkwell. Yeah, and then you like attach it on afterward. So presumably you'll get this attached on, and Jojira, if you wouldn't mind helping them adjust their sheet to account for that, I believe that also triggers their monk redundancy bonus, which will increase their AC by +1 on top of that.
Alright.
Thank you.
I'll admit, I've only just come across such a device, and I'm quite ignorant about the type of stones which are available. If you could perhaps recommend something.
They seem to have kind of like a frown on a frown. Very well, let me see what I can think of.
Feel free to adhere to stereotypes.
Well, while we're on the topic of protection, I suppose an ion stone of protection would be fairly reasonable. It's hard to go wrong with a little bit more defense.
It's not letting me change to the formula that Growl uses.
It's spooky.
More defense would sound. Thinks back to worms. Lovely.
Okay, I think I know why.
They head over to the stones and gems section where they go ahead and they seem to have a fairly they have like a bag of holding that seems to hold their money. They mostly seem to have platinum in there, and they use occasional gold coins as change.
That's rich AF.
Where the heck are stones of protection? I can't find them in Walmart. Where did I put them, guys?
I refer you to yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, they go on your head. Okay,
That's
Yeah.
true.
I did not know they went on your head.
They are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
orbit
they
around your
orbit.
head.
They orbit, yeah.
Orbit. You now have a little ion stone that looks like once placed onto the circlet would allow it to start floating around you freely.
Do you have to like attune to them, like, or does the Infinity thing just scoop them up?
You will still need to attune to them.
God damn it!
What exactly are you looking for again out of the library? They asked you, Yuki-chan, as they hand over the stone.
The power to stop planar incursions. Generally speaking, we have a few specifics in mind, but
I see. They seem to be in kind of like some thought as they hand it over, and they they go ahead and just hand it over to you right there. There you go. Name that you were saying something.
Yeah, Nameless will stride up to Aaron Quill and tell him, I wish to be more capable of protecting my companions. May I ask you for a ring of protection?
Ring of protection? That was very straight to the point and very accommodating for what exactly you're looking for. Absolutely. As they go ahead and find where the rings are.
Nameless
They go
will
ahead
say
and
to-
they insert the platinum, and here you are.
Thank you. Nameless will give him a kitty bow.
A kitty bow.
Kitty bow.
Oops. It wasn't meant to be said as a growl, but
Growl, your AC has jumped quite considerably now. But I believe that has settled most of the outstanding desires, in which case we can head on into the library. I wouldn't want to deter any of you from getting a good read in today. Emmy bows does a little bow over to Quill as they enter, and Quill just waves over to them. How are the children? Emmy just gives a thumbs up. Very good.
what are your children's names?
Ruby and Sapphire is apparently the names of their children.
I thought so. Yes, you were.
Sure.
Yes, you were.
Is attunement long rest, or is it an hour, or is it short?
An hour.
rest?
Sure is.
Okay.
I'm assuming we'll have enough time to attune before we go, right?
Well, what you do in the library is your business, basically.
Alright, cool.
I'm okay.
Are you? Are ya?
Are you?
Are ya?
Quill enters it too, and immediately like turns around as if by sheer habit and ties the rope around themselves as well. There we go.
I feel like if we try to open and read the book like right here, like it's not gonna work.
Why?
So we should try it.
I mean, this just feels like some kind of conspiracy thing. Like apparently, like, we are the only ones who are able to use these books like these, and they won't even let us tell others about it.
Excuse me.
Or at least it won't let us tell Aaron. It didn't stop me from trying to talk to Orin.
I thought we did though. I told them about how Yuki got eaten by a worm.
I mean, that kind of thing can happen outside of a book too, you know, in this world. I mean, my assumption that like is he doesn't know about how the books work at all.
Also, when mentioned that someone died in the book, his immediate response was like, "Oh yeah, they just pop out of the book. No harm done to him."
I assumed he was just being not quite what's the word?
Well, he's just obscuring the truth.
I mean, that he was just being what's it called? It's not sarcastic, but
She's
the other word.
facetious.
Facetious.
facetious. Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, I've got insight proficiency. Would I have any ideas of which of the interpretations was accurate?
Like actively inciting them, or are you going to passively incite?
I mean, I try passively.
Passively, nothing seems to be amiss about what they're saying.
Fuck.
And I like, since I was talking to them and attempting to like discern about the paper and they didn't seem to be that helpful, would I have picked up anything like passive insight below?
Passively, there seems to be nothing amiss about what they're saying.
Shit.
I guess I'll pull out all the other tokens. Hold on. I just realized I did it.
I mean, yeah, I manually put myself.
And Karo's gone, and Lazuli's gone, and Elocution's gone, and there we go.
I mean, if Elocution was here, they could try to do some of the mind reading bullshit, but he probably have something up to stop. Mind blank, probably.
Alright, well, I believe this is where we depart paths. I'm going to look for that book. Or, I say look, but I know exactly where it is.
I mean, if I do open, like, the Candlekeep being, like, right here, right now, I suppose I'll just do that, like, right now and see what happens.
You open up to Candlekeep being. Oh, eager, aren't you? I'll give you some space. As they go ahead and give space, and the magic of the book begins to seemingly take hold around.
Is he... So, like, it's actually happening and he's seeing it?
Yes.
Okay. So... Fuck, man. I'm just not awake for this. Is it doing like the thing where I steer it now? Like whereas it's opening up us or bringing us in?
Yes, as you're being brought in and you see Quill kind of give you a wave, you're being brought into the book and you feel like there are two paths to take. And you feel like, while going to the right is normally an option, that for reasons outside of the confines of the D&D world, some metaphysical presence called a DM seems to have been instituting that you're going left this time.
I was gonna go left anyway.
I think we should go left.
I would like to go right.
An error message plays when you try going to the
Amos just gets yeeted out of the world.
An echo appears.
Hold on, give me some.
The one time I don't take Draconic.
Let's kick my dog. Sorry.
Okay, so it's not the books themselves that apparently are secret, but apparently like the paper thing is what's secret. Because I was able to talk about the books to Oren, even if he didn't know anything about them.
Yeah, that's the vibe I was getting at.
Like if we like mention stuff about the paper feeling to other people, it doesn't work. Is that right, Jay?
It seems to be the case based off of my memory.
So earlier when I was trying to describe it to Aaron Cole, it didn't work.
Yeah, anytime that you see, assuming you attempted to like also jump off of what Yuki was saying, anytime that you were attempting to mention anything about their condition in any specific way, seemed to just not.
So that's what's not normal here.
Okay.
like- I don't know, like some kind of like force might be trying to leech off of us in these books, maybe.
Dun, dun, dun. All right, let's go, guys.
Are we
Right.
the only ones exploring?
Fight some hyenas.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Karo
Well-
is not here, by the way.
I don't know. There's like another group wandering around. I've heard. There's like a big booed woman with them, some purple lady.
Really? Should we not talk to them? Maybe it happened to them.
I mean, that's an option.
That is an option.
Not
Yeah.
gonna.
We should make friends.
It's just like we were here the first time, right? Like we've just started turning around.
You look about and you're amazing. I just saw your message, Mark. That's fantastic. You have to put that as the image too. Of course. You look down at your clothes and they're exactly as you remember it being the first time that you were here. Looking over toward the north, you see that sandstorm in the distance is where it approximately was the previous time as well.
Alright. Well, we're headed back to the depot. And we're gonna be on the lookout for hyenas this time.
You're straight in Sheriff Star.
I mean, this time, I guess we don't need to just randomly start going right. We can just head straight to the depot since we know.
I mean, the depot is to the left, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because when we first went into the book, we went right for a bit. When, oh, this is too hard to explore, and then went back to the depot. So we could just go straight to the depot.
That was after we went to the depot, I think. Like when we saw the thing out to the distance that we wanted to explore. Like after.
Huh.
The thing,
Maybe I
the thing
misremembered.
that we wanted to explore was actually that dragon skull, right? Or
Yep.
or did we just happen upon that? Okay, so should we just explore in a different direction this time?
I think the idea is that we were headed in a certain way, like right prior to entering the book, and like that's what we should be doing is retracing our steps. But what we did instead is we saw the dragon skull from a distance and then decided to go investigate that.
Oh, okay. So assuming we were currently traveling away from the depot, we would travel in the opposite way of the depot.
I mean, we
So-
were like our footprints are headed away from the depot right now, but we are headed back because of the incoming sandstorm, and so we need to take cover from that first before we start retracing our steps.
Okay. Is there anything that's somewhat close by that we could use for cover, or is it the depot only?
Looking around, there doesn't appear to be anything within a reasonable distance. The depot and its location seems to be one of the only forms of major cover around here.
Fortunate.
And the sandstorm, if you recall, was reasonably close. It's going to be tough to get any distance on it if it's going in the direction you think it is.
Well, I'm moving. I don't know about the rest of them.
Did you say stealthing?
No, moving.
Oh, right. Well,
There's a lack of
Yeah,
tokens
I
being
guess we
moved.
gotta go back to the depot.
Sorry.
okay. I see.
As you got over here, something surprising happens.
Very
Oh
surprising.
yeah.
Suddenly, you see 4 giant hyenas emerge from around the area, and they appear to be hungry.
Actually, we can roll initiative, I think, right now.
Yep, and that would be the case.
Okay.
Oh, whoops. Wrong one. This one?
Okay, not bad.
How do I adjust my initiative bonus? Oh wait, actually, do I need to?
Do you have one?
I mean, it's like guidances, but I don't know if I can just plug it
I
in.
actually have no idea if you can add guidance to that.
I mean,
Like, you
initiative
can
is a
normally.
dexterity check.
I just mean like mechanically. I don't know if how Foundry will let you do that.
Yeah.
Would it even make a difference in this case? Let's see. No, you're already at the highest. So you have 20.
What? I didn't roll.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
That was
I guess
already
it's saved
there
from.
beforehand.
I see. That explains a lot.
Like that's why we were able to roll initiative is because it was still open.
Look
I
who
was
it
there.
is.
We weren't supposed to have this session today.
No, we.
We're doing it right now.
That would have been nice to know earlier.
You were
You-
pinged.
You were pinged.
Also, you said you were available like a week and a half ago.
Yeah, but then I saw that people were not wanting to do it, so I was like, okay, we're not gonna have it.
He pinged this morning.
And yesterday.
I definitely
It's
wasn't
alright.
asleep.
It's okay. There was just some miscommunication. Thankfully, you haven't missed out on too much. If you'd still like to tag in.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm loading in.
Put yourself in the
Fantastic.
center of the party.
I'll give you a quick recap on.
Can you reset the initiative?
Yes. Like what?
Fight already?
Yeah. Do you remember the hyenas?
Where are we?
Where you're
I'm
back in the
Kanabe being.
Canopic
Apparently, we're back in chapter 1.
Why chapter 1?
Because
that's
Aqua
what
had it
one-
prepared.
Oh, I see. Still loading in. I was definitely not prepared for a session today.
All right.
This is why we get pings earlier in the day.
Yeah,
I was asleep until like maybe 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, New Year's sleeping is the best kind of. You have a night shift too, don't you?
You have the night shift,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
actually,
that.
I would have actually still been asleep if I didn't actually wake up when I normally would have.
Hmm. Did you already add? I guess it doesn't matter if you had guidance, since I don't believe that's enough.
Back here again. Alright.
I mean,
Alright.
this time we're not gonna go fight Brax, if that helps.
I'd hope that.
We are level 5 now, so
I mean, he'd be a
Alright.
bit over probably, but
Ethereon, go ahead, and you are first to make your move.
I'm first. Whoa. How far am I? 55. That's a lot. All right. I guess my primal beast is gonna go first.
Do you want me to roll initiative or no?
Yeah, go for it. So that way we can see if you can somehow move before the hyenas do.
Move up.
Oh, it's so close. It's 2 off. Well, 3 off, but so.
And my primal beast will
Oh, so I'm going after them?
go
Yeah. Right now, the only person who rolled before them is Ethereon.
Attaku.
Oh, okay.
Standard roll.
My music's not playing, so I'm gonna have to refresh.
That is not a hit. But that is fine because I get to attack, and I matter, unlike my bird.
Wow.
So
Alright.
That's rude.
first I need to get in range. 15 feet.
The poor bird is getting dissed, and it just got here.
should I have not just randomly moved my token to the left because I did not put it by people? Is it logical to say that I would have just been in someone's shadow?
Let me just check
Yeah.
if this worked again to make sure.
Okay.
I presume by default that's how you travel most of the time.
I think I've been a diesel most of the time.
I need to check how something works because I forget how it works. My speed is halved. Okay, so I can still move here that far. Alright. I will do focused shots at the hyena where my bird is.
Now that I think about it, how I see Diesel and Nameless is like if Yumi were to attach to Cassante.
19
Yeah.
hits. Awkward 19 hits.
Yep, 19 does connect. As that hyena will take 7 piercing damage from the shot.
And then my second shot.
Bang. Oh god, that is a roll.
That is a roll. For 6 damage. Not some great rolls, but whatever. It's fine. And that is my turn.
Okay. Then I believe that would leave the hyenas to make their move. They go in for their bitey bites. Starting at the top left.
Same what happened last time.
Why do you think I
Last time
told
I was
you
by
to
myself,
stay in the
though.
middle?
You know, from a distance, because of the way that white part is to the right of the hyena, it looks like to me that they're holding like a white flag, like they're surrendering.
Yeah.
Like they're friends.
Interesting.
Interesting interpretation, but you
They
are
look like
wrong.
monkeys to me.
Do we need to take you to the zoo recently?
The way that ears are positioned, it looks like a monkey.
Monkey. It attempts to bite down at you, Growl. And it tries again, this one actually connecting.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Anyway, so it's not even at disadvantage because it just comes to me.
Okay.
That
21.
doesn't hit.
Okay. It fails to connect. Jojura, they go for the bite at you.
No.
Utter failure. Yuki, they go for the bite at you. Absolute and utter failure. To land anything. Oh wait, hold on. They get this. I forgot they have multi-attack. They try once more on you, Yuki. And they try once more at you, Jojura. They are just utterly incapable of landing any hits right now. It is all of your turns.
The one down here didn't do anything?
Hmm?
The bottom right.
Right, that should have been going after the bird. Let me see. I forgot. Bite. One of those does connect for 8 piercing damage.
Okay. The bird has been hacked.
One
Did not
left
make
attack
my
roll.
throw. My bad.
Oh, time to die.
The bird smacks back.
If only.
You've got ways to move people, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 feet.
I don't think you can. Yeah, I don't think you can get these two within like 5 feet of each other.
Which two?
Yeah, I was trying to get both of these with Call Lightning if she could move them both into each other, but I don't think she can.
I mean, I can try moving them closer. Yeah, well, I'm gonna try and grab this guy.
Alright, you attempt to grab the hyena's leg and go and make the roll. I don't think it can actually beat that.
Oh shit! It came close.
It did come close, but that was a 16 and it wasn't enough as you grabbed a hyena by the leg.
And you move at half speed while dragging someone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I can drag him to right there, basically.
You can get yourself there, but then you can also decide which square next to you they're in, right? I think.
Oh, well, sure. Then I'll put them right next to each other. Why not?
Alright, swing.
Oh wait, I can move. I am Zephyr Strike.
Yeah, can you like come over here where it's slightly safer?
1, 2.
Oh my god, a little bit more, thank you.
Okay. He's gonna set it down like here, so that is their next. Yeah. Excellent.
Call lightning.
God.
Maybe we don't need the template. I think we know what a call lightning is. The template's so large.
I mean, it's a 60-foot radius. Anyways, I am going to be calling down lightning onto these two, so they need to make
Alright.
dex saves.
Save and save, absolutely and utterly failing as they both take 15 damage as this lightning appears in a desert spontaneously. You can see that the sand underneath has turned into glass from the impact of the strike.
Ooh,
Nice.
shiny.
Anyways, I did make a target-rich environment for like Lazuli too. Or well, I mean, technically Diesel did.
Eat.
Since I can grapple as a bonus action, it means I can beat the shit out of this guy. That's exactly what I will do. Yeah, I'm feeling a baguette. Let's baguette.
You want food? Here's food.
The hyena is reeling from the lightning strike as an overcooked baguette goes ahead and slams down onto its cranium for 27 bludgeoning damage. The hyena is already half dead, is whimpering, and looks like it does not want to be here anymore.
Well, already.
I need to make sure that's right, because break changed. I need to make sure I get the formula right.
Actually, take these guys down. We can bring their bodies back and hunt for food.
So Diesel did their move, Jajira did theirs. Therion, you think you made your bird attack, right? But not yourself yet?
This turn?
Yeah.
This turn, that was an accidental click for my bird attack. I did not actually attack with my bird yet.
Oh, okay, so 4 people have yet to move.
Yeah, I can do that now. Alright, hopefully my primal beast does not miss this time. Ooh,
It shreds.
Closer
For
to
8
these
slashing.
guys?
it did more damage than I did on some of mine last turn.
It's a good bird. You trained it well.
Alright, and then I will do the same thing. I will shoot at that same hyena.
Bang! Connects. For 12 damage.
And then my second shot.
Bang!
Please give me a crit, please. Thank you.
There's the crit. Connects for 11 piercing damage.
Previous one. Let's go!
The hyena's just getting destroyed.
Oh, I forgot about Hunter's Mark. There should be 3 more d4s in that.
Oh, nice.
It's my bad. I keep forgetting to do that. Where is my...
Oh yeah, your beast can trigger Hunter's Mark, right? I think.
my
Wait, it
beast trigger
can?
Hunter's Mark?
No, I don't remember if that was something we changed or if it doesn't. It's that was a clarification question.
That my beast can use its reaction to go for an attack as well. I forgot about that. Because it's in range, so it will attack once more. Although it's probably gonna miss.
Aqua, slight adjustment to my damage.
Connect.
I didn't actually rage, so subtract 2.
Okay, sorry, and then
Alright.
the Hunter's Mark damage roll.
Subtract 2, like add 2 more to HP. Okay, got it.
No, yeah, add 2 more to HP, yeah.
Nice rolls. Okay, 4 extra damage on there. So, I don't know, 12, 23, 35 damage. Oh no, and then 8 for the previous time, so 43 damage. That turn.
The hyena is already severely wounded from the barrage of bullets that you just unleashed on it, Ethereon. It literally was like, came out of the desert looking for food, got its face scratched up by a bird, got shot 4 times, and then got hit by a bird again.
And then my bird will use flyby to run away because I don't want him to die. So
What
no
happens if it
opportunity
does?
attack. I have to spend spell slots to bring it back.
Thatch.
Do hyenas have pack tactics?
I will also.
No.
Wait,
Okay.
really? That's kind of
Yeah,
weird.
that's kind of weird.
Ah.
Do
Their
you guys
whole
want to
thing
just group
is
up next to
rampage.
Jojira and Diesel?
Like, instead of
What?
pack
What does that mean?
tactics, when a hyena drops something to 0, it gets another attack, basically.
Oh,
Ah,
it's got
okay.
like feeding frenzy or whatever.
If it matters, let's group up over here. I can protect you guys from here. Ethereon, if you want to come over here too.
I have moved as far as I can because I was focusing, so I'm at half speed this turn.
Cool.
So I only had 15 feet to move. Or what I think here.
How do I half put myself on a square like this?
Nice.
Wow. Even with triple roll, it's just all dog.
That's.
You're looking like my rogue.
Hey, wait a second. You have a cat that can let you reroll to 1.
What's that?
Oh, true.
True.
You should consider re-rolling that one.
Okay, alright.
And getting
Thank
a
you,
2.
cat.
There it is.
Wow.
Alright,
Thank you,
cool. Many thanks, cat. Then we're gonna go. Well, you know what? We'll add the Zephyr Strike. Why not? 1d8.
And it's set at Northern Hyena right there
Yeah.
for 16 damage.
And then extra attack. Crazy. Yeah, level 5, right? Yeah, we are. Okay, cool.
I mean, I'm casting a 3rd level spell. I'd hope we're at level 5.
I think that hits. So damage. Normal. Die.
8 more damage. That hyena is not long for this world at this rate.
I'm gonna go stand here.
Growl and Lazuli.
Yes.
Ted or even a roasted chicken.
I'm gonna punch. I'm gonna use Stunning Strike on it.
That
Yeah,
does
please
connect.
make-
There-
Did it make a save? Cod save?
Oh, you're going to stunning strike it?
Yeah.
The one down here?
Yeah.
Alright. The giant hyena goes ahead and attempts to make a constitution saving throw. Oh, your DC is
14, I think that's.
Alright, so it is able to succeed.
Yeah.
You can still deal damage, by the way. So you still hurt that with that first unarmed strike.
Oh, did I not do that? Sorry. Hold on.
For 7 bludgeoning.
They're both connected, right?
The second one did not connect.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Well, if one of them connected, can I just say that's my stunning strike then?
Yes. That was the stunning strike one.
Okay, cool. It's my go.
Alright, and you still have your bonus action available if you'd like to do something with that, Growl.
Oh shit, sorry. It's New Year's, I'm sorry.
It's New Year's. Here's some fists to the face.
Oh yeah, anyway, no. Yes.
Alright, and Lazuli?
I'm gonna try and move in the middle.
You get next to the cat is the safest spot.
Yeah, next is if the enemy doesn't have AoE, next to cat is always safest.
Dragon's Path. Wait, hold on. I just I'll do this. Guess
I wouldn't use. I wouldn't bother using a higher level spell slot.
Yeah, I'm only using a 3rd level spell because I've got a Pearl of Power.
Well, I'll take that back, and I'll do that at 2nd level.
Oh,
You don't need to dodge your own Dragon's Breath.
Oh.
that'd be really good.
Alright, you Dragon's Breath onto the giant hyenas over here. That is 2 dexterity saves on their part, and utterly failing, dealing the 3d6 fire damage.
3d6 plus 9.
3d6 plus 9 fire damage.
Please. I have to do it manually.
Healing. I'm going
Slash
to
roll.
be close enough to hop onto this hyena shadow. 'Cause they might run away. Actually, which one's more
You get
injured?
3d6.
Incinerated.
Yeah.
That one's dead. Okay, I guess I'll hop on the live one.
Alright. And I think that's it for everybody's turns then. The
Hunter's
hyenas.
Mark. Hunter's Mark, what the one next to Growl, please.
All right. It's getting hunter marked, and it hunted indeed because they're out of here, man. The hyenas do not want to be here anymore.
Cowards.
I'm gonna take my reaction attack just because I can.
They're not allowed to run away. That's our thing.
Can't remember if
You
it's
he-
16 or 19 AC.
Can I take mine as well?
16. Yeah, you can take your opportunity attack as well.
Oh, right there.
Beat on the ass.
Yeah, I guess I will attempt to do some damage.
Okay,
Let me
when
see
I
what I
roll
have.
Oh my god, my thing is so glitched.
Oh my.
Or
Where's my roll gone? It rolled 20.
Are you not tethering? Are you not tethering even in a roasted chicken?
They can't run away. They need to stop.
I swear. I
missed.
swear I rolled a 20, but then it just didn't
how do
appear.
I use Staff of
Thanks,
Willis
Queen.
to bomb people? Heck?
You're gonna pull out the staff and just start bopping them.
Oh, here we go.
Dang, that's a really long description for bopping people too.
Oh.
Bop.
So bonk,
Bop.
Mwah,
bonk,
mwah,
Bonk.
mwah, mwah.
bonk.
Bonk.
Should I just keep bonking?
Yeah, you just see that like as the hyena is running away, its own shadow is like hitting it with like a staff, just bap 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 bap, and after the third hit, it falls on the ground. It is dead. The other hyenas are
Oh, they're ruthless. I like it.
Yo, how comes my my unarmed strikes weren't appearing? So weird.
that is kind of weird.
I, like,
Were they
rolled
appearing
twice.
in a different window, like up there?
I was looking. I crit. What happened?
No, that's so sad.
They're just like not appearing. Thanks.
Crit, please.
What's the matter? What's the matter? Combat's over. Let's move on.
You have a +9 to hit? What the fuck?
Huh?
That's a really high to hit. You have a +9?
I think it's +4 from strength because of ogre gauntlets, +3 from proficiency, and I think the staff is technically a +2 staff.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
On my
The
focus
staff is a
shots, I have
+2 staff?
+11. I have +11
Yeah, it's a +2
on
staff.
my focus shots.
I actually didn't know it was a +2 stuff.
Right?
Yeah, that'd been really nice.
Mhm.
I need to find the Walmart so I can buy
I've
one
got
of those.
+11 with my focus shots, so.
Yeah, but
Wait.
that's a feature, not just like a roll. Just like a, you know.
Also, you know, archery +3 to hit makes a big difference.
Oh.
Wait, what do you need +3 to hit?
Archery is +2 to hit with ranged weapons, and then fighting initiative adds another +1.
Oh.
It's pretty good.
Well, I'm getting a move on before the sandstorm arrives.
I'm gonna drag the hyena body with me.
You drag the hyena body with you. Amazing. It's brutal indeed, I think, as was described earlier.
I mean,
Does anyone want to drag the other one?
Oh.
you know, Valen has cooking and supplies and things at the outpits,
Yeah,
right? We don't need to.
Yeah, but why
Alright.
not add to the storage?
Because there's a sandstorm on the way.
Oh, we got this. Let's go.
You see that this combat was cleared so quickly, it's still like not exactly super close, although, you know, don't push the luck, but you have easily enough time to drag a hyena bodies with you.
Well, as
Okay,
you
I'll
were,
use
then.
my pass without trace to hide from the storm.
Interesting
I think
choice.
that's how that works.
Fascinating.
What would tombs be under in the shop?
Other.
Other?
Yeah, they're under other. The easiest way is probably to search up wizard, because I think all the tones specify that they are tuned for wizards.
Wait. What kind of tome are you looking for?
Anything that adds damage or gives me some kind of utility.
That's okay. That's still wizard. That's still other. Man, I can't change the name of this pass without trace thing. I hate that it's called pass without trace template. The fuck? It's offensive.
Offensive.
Offensive?
It's a...
Yes.
How
Freaking-
exactly?
It says template. I don't want it.
Oh man, these are not in order at all.
What is not in order?
The other.
They are
Alphabetical.
ordered.
They're not
they are
alphabetical.
They're not
They're
ordered by-
alphabetical, but also they're all sorted by rarity.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Dragging hyena bodies, you return to the familiar depot.
Basically, which is like last time, how I mean, it's weird. Like we do remember this because of the last time we were in this chapter. But,
No, we definitely remember it now.
I mean, it's still weird. I mean,
How did you do that so smoothly, Diesel? What the heck?
yeah, I was gonna say, like the way Diesel was moving, it looked really odd.
No, how did they do that? How did they do that?
I mean, how do we want to approach Valor?
We'll just be like, hi, we're back. There's a sand store. Hi, Valen. How's it going?
Will they even recognize us again? Like, won't they?
Yeah,
I would have
because
thought.
they
they
recognized
will.
us last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is going back into the same chapter. It might be essentially restarting from the beginning, the same way that.
But
Right,
she
but they
did
recognized
they
us
knew
last
us
time.
the first
Yeah, they
time.
recognize us, but we're not going to be able to, like, talk about what happened last
Well,
time.
sure, but we don't.
Oh
have to.
yeah. But they recognize
But she won't.
us.
She won't recognize us. Doesn't really matter.
Oh, go ahead and say hi to Valen.
Or
we were
will
supposed to be
she?
adventurers, right?
Hi, Valen.
Entering in, you say hello to Valen. Oh, welcome, Nameless. Welcome back. How'd the expedition go?
We weren't able to get too far. There's a sandstorm coming, so we had to come back. We'll head out soon after.
That seems like a wise plan. Here, I've gotten some food prepared, ready for everybody. I wasn't sure when exactly you'd return, but good timing.
Thank you so much. We ran into some hyenas on the way, and just decided to bring their carcasses back in case we need some extra food.
Oh, I wish I had known earlier. I would have been able to give us some hyena meat for today.
Problem?
I'll salt it and make sure it's preserved. Thank you. And keeping in mind, looking at Valen, you remember that there were always these little eyes that were kind of popping in and out around them. Did you happen to find anything out there?
Nameless looks down. Oh, no, not really.
There was a sandstorm. We had to turn back.
Hold on.
Is it
They-
because of the
you-
items? Is that what
Do you
she's
see-
looking at? Because I don't know. Nameless is a big shadow, so I'm not sure what she's looking at.
I mean, it might be at me because I definitely have an Azumar crystal on my person.
I see.
Oh, okay. We should probably mention those things then if it's like really obvious. I don't know how obvious Nameless's items are.
I mean,
It's not necessarily obvious. Presumably you don't like wear it, but you just kind of have it like on you in like a pocket or something.
yeah, mine's in my belt pouch.
Yeah, so it's not, presumably it's not visibly displayed, but you can see that Valen seems to notice that something.
Is different.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
Oh,
I
we
mean,
should probably be honest to her. I don't see a reason to lie to her.
I mean, we just.
Wait, is it
did-
a her? I forgot.
I was never sure. It's hard to
I've
tell
cut-
with humans.
I've kind of found it funny to keep the ambiguity going.
What are your pronouns? That's not rude.
But yeah, if there's anything obvious on my character, I'll be like, yeah.
Like,
there was
if I would be able to detect it, like, even though it's not visible, like with my detect magic, right?
The detect magic doesn't go
He
past
has
total cover.
eyes. So imagine Syriza eyes that can see everything and through you and into you.
Oh.
Hello. So I'm assuming that's what's happening right now. So like anything that we come back with.
I mean, I can truthfully say that this was given to me by a Qinghua, I suppose. Like, but I don't know if like this is exactly what we're looking for. Like as I show her the Azumar crystal.
Alright. You showed him. Oh my goodness. And you said Twingo gave this to you?
Mm-hmm.
This is exactly what we were looking for this whole time. And it was just given to you by a sand spirit.
Like I entertained them some with my spells, and they seem to appreciate it.
Oh my goodness. We spent so long out here, and this is it. That's simple. Oh, Jojira, you did so well. They give you a grand hug. This changes everything. Finally, we can find the rest of them.
Rest of the crystals.
As you
We
see,
were ending the chapter.
Wait a minute.
Alright.
Am I still papery?
yeah, she still feel papery.
God
That's
fucking
funny.
damn it.
I mean, what's the point of going back in time then? If you can't undo that.
Wait, so we can't do chapter 2. What do we do now? Like DM wise, we can't do chapter 2. So
go back
DM,
to
what do you
chapter
want
1
us to do?
again!
Oh,
Let's go
God.
again.
Like actually,
We're just grinding XP on the hyenas.
Yeah,
fucking hell.
I mean, I think we could start chapter 2. Probably.
Wait,
if the
can we?
DM
I don't
says
know.
okay.
Jay, what do you have ready? Where do you want us to go?
You kind of peek into the book a bit, Jojira, and you see that chapter 1 has the description and isn't sucking you into the book. It is it seems shorter than it was before, though.
I mean, we
Yeah, I
did
wonder
kind
why.
of speedrun tactics.
Yeah.
Majora masked it.
Oh my god. We like did the Sims like hacking. Mother
Speedrun the Canopic being.
I mean,
Alright,
yeah,
well,
'cause it's-
you know, it's time to go back to the boat.
Can we? Are you prepped for the vote?
Yeah, I
No,
thought-
I'm just joking. We didn't. Why are we helping
What?
those ladies?
Well, I'm just asking. What is Jay
Monsters.
prepped for?
I prepared for Canopic being chapter 1 and chapter 2.
Should we
Because that's how I had one to vote. So I presumed that they were in that order.
Before we do any more reading, should we see if any time passed outside? Since that
yeah,
was
that's a good shout.
rather short.
I think so.
Yeah. You take a peek outside, Diesel, of the library. You see that Emmy is still there. Looking at judging by the time, you do have survival proficiency. It could have happened more than like about an hour or so.
Oh.
We really probably could grind on hyenas if we wanted to.
But I don't think we want to do that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do I feel myself level up mid-session?
we can't go back to the chapter 1, can we?
I mean, is there a option if I open up to chapter 2? Do I feel the same left option?
Yes, you do. As you're being pulled back into the Canopic being, you do feel like you're able to go back to chapter 1.
I mean,
Okay.
Can we not? I don't know if we need to do that.
No.
I mean,
Let's kill more hyenas!
Yeah. I'm going just steer right towards 2 instead of 1 again.
Alright. Entering over into the book, you feel the pull over into the Canopic Being, chapter 2. As all around you, it's like a little swirl of sand that accentuates their travel through into the book, and finally, you find yourself inside of a familiar looking locale. Give me a moment.
please don't be the stomach of a worm.
Does that mean we like erase everything we did with Brax?
Yeah, sounds like it.
Presumably, yeah.
Oh,
Fuck,
like we even
which
have
means
the.
Rex is still alive, you guys.
Which means we
Oh
can go kill him
no,
for more
bro.
gems.
True.
No, it just means that he finds all of them, and we might potentially fuck ourselves in the future.
Or we let him find all of them, and then we take them from him.
Yeah.
I would presume
True.
that's going to be pretty hard by the time we find him now.
But he's
mean-
going back to his clan.
If you're that concerned about it, we could do chapter 1 again in speedrun tracks.
Well, I don't think we can just speedrun Brax. He was kind of hard last
Yeah.
time.
I mean, we're level
Yeah,
5
but
now, so
multi
we have
attack now.
fireballs and call lightning now.
That's correct, but I still feel like there's a non-zero chance he sauces us.
Not if we because we managed to stealth.
He
against
does have a
Brax.
spell that still does half of almost all of our health.
Not
Yeah,
mine.
but, if we
That's why
get
I
a
said
sneak
almost.
round on, if we get
I
a
do
sneak round on
have-
them,
Counterspell that I can use twice in 3 fireballs. So
Either way,
I
it's not
mean,
kind of too late because we're already in chapter 2.
I mean,
isn't
yeah.
that where we fought him?
No.
No,
No,
chapter
one.
we fight him
Chapter
now
one.
in chapter 2.
I mean, yeah, I guess we can go fight him now, but I don't know
I
how
just
that
thought we fought
affects
him in 1 and
things.
2.
No, we fought him in
First
one.
time in chapter 2.
Oh, I would have sworn
We fought him in 1,
Or
but
2.
somewhat out of order. Like, it probably was supposed to be like a chapter 2 or 3 event.
Oh,
well, how
we
would we have
can-
found crystals to make chapter 1 finish?
I think the idea is that as soon as we find one, like wherever we found we're supposed to find the original, we can start finding the others. Like with like a radar, her as our radar.
Let's see.
Alright, well, what is, sorry, what's her name? Velen?
Balin.
Yeah.
What does she, say, about finding the other crystals? Well, because
Right.
we can't literally just stop mid-scene, like, what does she, tell us?
Yes, as you all these thoughts are racing through your head as your depot clears up. You all see that everybody is kind of gathered over inside of the main room, as Valen appears to be in some kind of little floating trance, with their eyes glowing all about them, and their crystal held inside of their hand. I got it! Okay, I found a location of where another one of these could be located, potentially. Let's see. According to the destinations, from what I can discern, it looks like going a bit over to the southwest ends up being the next point. Approximately 137 miles or so.
Is that where we, found
Yeah.
Brax?
No, you went to the east to find where that dragon skull was.
Okay.
And how many
That's-
miles is that?
Let me see. How many miles was that? I want to say it was about the same because
So
If we took crystals from the dig site, are there now less crystals at the dig site?
we don't know.
We would have to check.
My God.
good question.
That's how you have to get.
If the right
just
question's
keep
being asked.
creating the items. We'll be rich. We just redo it over and over again.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, that is quite a bit of a far trek, though. Are you all ready to head out, or do you need some more preparation?
Oh, is there still? Can we still see a sandstorm coming?
Yeah, well, after we ride out the sandstorm, I presume.
You see Valen put their tapped her forehead. Seems the sandstorm's over in the eastern side right now. Looks like it just recently arrived over into that locale.
Oh, okay. So we can.
We can go in that direction, yeah. So, from what I recall, last time we did chapter 1, the first chapter 1, she said that occasionally we get like trains or something that stop by and give us supplies.
I think it was set in like 2 weeks from now, or 2 weeks from then in chapter 1 where we were at.
2 weeks from then. Okay.
Do you want to ask them
yeah.
about that?
No, I would assume that my character remembers.
No, as in, like, do you want to ask them about when the train would arrive?
Well, she said it in the first chapter 1, right? She
Yeah.
told us.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So that's fine. We don't have to ask her because that's weird. I'm down to go in the other direction of the sandstorm if you guys are.
I
That's smart
assume
idea.
she's keeping the Azumar crystal I gave her.
They go ahead and provide it back. Fortunately, I can. That's all I needed. As now that we have that as a channeling conduit, I do think that it should be accurate, unless my powers are deceiving me, and they haven't let me down so far, except when they can't narrow things down to a more specific point. God, I'm still in awe that just 1 week ago you managed to find that. That was so fortunate.
Nameless mage paws and pats her on the shoulder.
Thank you.
Or-
Because I'm probably too short to reach her shoulder.
You can climb! Anyway.
And she's technically floating.
Even worse. It's lazy.
Wow.
Perhaps,
Heckin' rude.
depending on the success of this expedition, I may be able to join you on the next one as well.
Oh.
Oh.
What are your abilities?
Your ability, wait a minute. Hang on.
We don't
Do you
want
wanna-
to. I'm not being rude. Say.
Well,
I think we have a good idea of them, right?
Not really. Just that she is a diviner in some way.
also you notice that their arms and legs are kind of dusty.
Teresa eyes.
Let's see.
They're a
They need to
earthbender.
moisturize. Oh.
At times, it even seems like there's nothing physical underneath the wraps.
Oh.
Oh, they're like a genie? A ganassi?
A lich?
Hello?
Hello?
A thing?
Let's see what you have. Hold on. You know not of things of the arcane variety.
Oh yeah, Nameless is not proficient in arcane.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, some of the rest of us are. Like me.
No.
Hundred-
Let's see, I got this. I rolled an 11.
Oh man!
Oh.
You're fucked.
Hold on, wait, wait. Okay.
They're just doing it for fun.
Looking at this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's unfortunate. I wasted that roll.
Wasted it.
Important lore about this NPC, okay?
At the very least, Lazuli, you kind of recognize with your penchant for disintegrating things that there aren't that many things that would be kind of dusty and yet human at the same time. In fact, you're pretty sure there is no single creature that should be both of those things at once. Something is unusual, but you don't have the... You can't quite pinpoint down what exactly it might be.
What about a religion check? Actually, no, that wouldn't work.
I mean, religion is also gets used for things like fiends and celestials and undead.
Could I use Echo's Arcana for this? Since Echo has presumably met.
You didn't roll for Echo. Oh my god. You didn't roll. Did you? Did you? Oh, wait.
I didn't.
For...
What do you mean?
I mean, this has been.
No, I
7
rolled.
days
I
in
rolled
universe.
yesterday, but I'm just saying.
Oh my goodness.
Presuming that Echo knows. Wait, no, actually no. Echo hasn't met Villain yet. Never mind.
Good question.
Mhm.
If I had Pearl of Powered after the hyena fight, will it have reset in here?
You do not see it having a reset.
Okay.
Well, let's see. I wish that we had some things for you to ride on. It's been a long time since the horses have been here. Or the camels. Are you able to make that trek by foot? Will you be okay?
If we had enough supplies, probably.
Oh, I have you set in terms of those at least. Let me see, what else?
Wait, did she say there were like no camels at all?
What they said was, it's been a while since we've had camels.
Oh, it's been a while since we had camels.
You see them kind of looking about, and like penning notes and looking over pieces of paper. Let me see, what else can we do in order to get you? And that would mean, and so, we could.
Are you able to locate any more crystals, or is this just like a one at a time thing?
I could, but it would take me another week, and I'm not sure if we necessarily want to do that quite yet. So if it took me that long, then I would be able to. But the train would arrive. I don't want the train to intercept me. Might need to go back for a bit to grab some extra supplies for us. It's significant though that we actually have leads now. It's very significant. If I can get back to our benefactors back over at the city, then I can talk with them some more. Hence why I'm a little bit reluctant to begin the ritual.
Perhaps we could search around in the area first. I am assuming that since we found one, there are certainly others that are nearby. While we prepare for longer journeys, we can take a look around. We haven't explored this entire area yet.
It's certainly possible. Let me see. I can't completely divine anything out around here. Just don't journey too far. You don't want to potentially miss a train in that case. Sorry, I'm still thinking about what the play is here.
Just out of character, do you guys want to go back to the city for a bit?
Come on.
I mean,
Whatever works. Could be interesting.
And the city is probably more interesting than sand.
I also low-key do want to get rid of Brack, since I feel like he will be an issue at some point.
I am perfectly happy
If
to
he
Gumber
does-
Tracks.
I mean, if it does turn out to be an issue, we could speedrun chapter 1 again.
That means we would change all the events that happen afterwards, and we have to do all the other chapters again, right?
No idea. We haven't done this yet.
Logic tells me this would be an issue.
We are kind of stuck in chapter 2 anyway, so.
I mean, we can also just explore this area under the guise of, just checking around for additional crystals, go take care of him, and then go towards where Velen indicated.
I'm just thinking Mario 64, like, the stars are mostly independent of each other.
But we
This
found two at the
is
same time.
technically a narrative.
But are you
Okay.
confident we can take him out like quickly?
I mean, I don't know
Is that the
quickly, but we can
consensus?
take him out again.
But like without like any fatalities. And then the worm, of course.
I mean, I think because we spent time digging with him. If we
Yeah,
just
we spent
went
time
straight
digging with
there-
him. If we just go ambush him, get rid of him,
Yeah, we can try.
and then move away from the storm.
Also,
we can try.
high level spells, extra attack. It's pretty big.
We could start.
Alright.
I have invisibility if someone wants it.
I think invisibility comes up as soon as you do something aggressive, right?
No, I know, but like it helps with stealth.
Oh, I see.
Although-
You want to sneak around.
I guess he is an AC tank, and a lot of us are attack roll based still. Thinking about
I
it.
mean, now that we're level 5, I have Call Lightning and Zuli has Fireball.
Which is not attack based. Attack
That's
roll
true.
based.
I say we go take care of him first.
Seems like there's a lot of thoughts about what the suggested plan would be.
But
Yeah, the consensus.
train is coming in a week, right? She doesn't want us to miss the train. We would require a week just to get to Brax and then presumably another week back. So I don't know if this is
Oh, I
optimal.
think she wanted to get on the train. We don't have to get on the train. They wanted to get on the train.
Alright.
Did she want to get on the train, like, to get more supplies for the?
Yeah, for us,
Expedition
and
south.
then and then come back, and then we can go on the longer journey. Meanwhile, we go take care of Brax, and we can go around looking for more crystals.
It's really funny. She's like, "Hey, I need to get you more supplies for a week-long journey." Okay, we'll go take a week-long journey while you go getting your supplies for a week-long journey.
Exactly, but we don't tell her that.
I don't know. I feel like maybe waiting and going back to the city with her might be better. Like, we can learn things doing that as opposed to what we would learn going after Brax. And he might not even
Actually-
be there because there's been a week since, so he would have had a week to dig.
That's actually very true. He might
Wait,
not
has
be
it been a week?
there. Because we've passed time. Juno.
Yeah, because a week has passed since the end of chapter 1 at the beginning of chapter 2.
The thing is,
Yeah.
though, how long?
Wait, no, we restarted. We restarted right in the
no.
middle of the scene.
It took her a week to do her
Yeah.
divination trance thing, so that's why it's 7 days after that. in
Okay,
the
never
story.
mind. I didn't realize time passed.
Yeah, exactly. Because the storm is like just passing there, right? But when we were there, it was still going on.
So
that's
like
why.
outside of like checking something that's like maybe 1 or 2 days max away, I think our best bet is wait and go back to the city with her.
Okay, yeah, we already missed Braxton. You're right. Okay, I didn't know that.
To be fair, it wasn't like totally clear.
Where
Oh,
were
yes,
we
yeah.
headed like in the story, like at the start of chapter 1?
We had no idea. We were looking for whatever.
Yeah, like I
We were
mean,
looking for.
I was thinking, where were we headed when we returned back by the sandstorm? Because I actually don't know if we know that.
I'm
Who's
assuming we
time?
used the direction of our footprints to figure that out, right?
I mean, there's only, I don't know. That doesn't tell you the whole story. I don't think it's hard. I mean, we
It's
got the
a
map. there,
relatively safe assumption. If it's leading directly away from the outpost, I think we can assume that's the direction that we were headed in.
I mean, do we want to do that or do we want to?
I mean, I'm down like exploring a little bit and then going back to the city with her to prep, and then coming back and finding the crystal that she found.
Yeah.
I have no strong opinions on what
Okay.
to do. For one.
Mm.
Our footprints are definitely gone now by the time a week's time.
Yeah.
Where's
Right.
Keen Mind when you need it?
So, so Valent is going to sea now. Is that right?
Valid is going to what?
The city now.
No,
No,
she's going
in
to the
1
city
week.
in a week's time when the train
Oh,
arrives.
sorry. So, yeah, we might as well just explore it.
Yeah, because we don't.
Not,
have-
and then not go too far out. Just
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess we
otherwise,
can map
basically
out the
dead
place.
time.
yeah. Then
We could do
head
something
west,
useful
maybe,
while
or
we wait.
something. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so it sounds like that there's consensus on that regard then, just going outside into the desert and just kind of like, look about, see if anything it's very notable kind of pops up.
As we can try to prioritize where we were headed at the beginning of chapter 1 if we can. Or if we could try to figure that out.
Alright. Sounds like a plan. Then you go ahead and you all head off into the desert. Back over toward the area on the road, as it were. All these other things on
The
here. Not
road
on here.
again.
On the road again.
I'm going to be doing the thing with the clouds again as we travel.
Thingy.
Alright. Pour some shade.
Jade.
Shade. Cloud. Cloud. It's like a big cloud that just kind of follows you everywhere as you're moving about the desert.
So when we attune, does it have to be a short rest where we spend hit die, or does it have to be just an hour?
So far, I've been saying just an hour. Technically, it's part of a short rest, but I think that's weird that you would have to spend, hit die to attune that way. And so I'm figuring out, I'm still figuring out the rest system a bit more. I think there's some more tuning that it requires, and that's one of the questions that I'm going to need to kind of think about as part of that attunement.
Iteration.
Okay, fair enough. Then, I presume there's enough time to attune while we're having a conversation with Valen.
Yes. In fact, yeah, I mean, there's no rush for. They're not like rushing you out the door or anything. They're just kind of
Yeah.
cleaning the area.
Yeah, like we're just spending some what would have otherwise be dead time on this. Because like, why not? Instead of doing nothing.
Yeah.
Where are the rest of you anyway?
Just sent to Drew outwards. Yeah, we're gonna go explore.
Alright.
Yeah, let's continue in this direction and see. Oh
Right.
no, I've hit this strange gray area. I don't know what it is.
Wow, it's so spooky, so
roll
mysterious.
for investigation.
Hold on. I can make it not gray. Hold on, watch this. Watch the power. Watch this. Oh god, it's pitch yellow. Wait, no, hold on.
Yellow.
Wait, no, not that kind of yellow. Hold on, that's oh god, it's not much better.
You enter my magical room.
You know, we're just gonna go black. It's a black wall now.
Oh
Oh my god, that's racist.
I can't win.
What was wrong with the brownish?
Nothing. Literally nothing. Anyway,
Isn't that,
do
like,
we
where
find
we
anything?
came from? Second.
It is as Jojiro suspected. Looking down, there don't appear to be any evidence at all that there was ever any kind of footprints here, which seems to make some amount of sense. The path does continue on this way, though, and does seem as if it has been tread before, though it's no time super recently, or it's not obvious if it's been recent, because of the constantly moving sand in the desert.
Let's go.
Right?
I sit in Jojiro's shadow and go mush.
Bush.
I'm not exactly the speediest of mounts.
Heading out for a day out into the desert. Presumably, you continue going in a direction until like something intercepts, I believe, or unless it seems like you're going too far.
I entered the black hole.
Okay, and we've established what you do on every day in the desert as well, so I think we got that kind of handled. As you continue down this path for a couple more hours, by the end of the first day, it finally becomes more apparent that it's now has transitioned to just kind of desert, right? Flat, annoying desert yet again. As night sets in for the first night. Night sets in for the first night? The first night sets in.
Night sets in for the first night.
Oh, there I am. Oh, I hate the desert.
Got some dried fish and put it inside my body.
Are you eating it or wearing it?
No, that's how Nimbus eats.
Consume.
As you do. I have bought the ball bearings as well. I got distracted by shiny stones.
I mean, ball bearings are kind of like shiny stones.
That's true.
Kind of.
Aimless
Heading
house
out-
on a ball bearing.
Heading out into the desert, about halfway through at around 2 p.m., you do notice something in the distance. Something is heading your way. It appears to be 4 large creatures. Their bottom half of their bodies appearing to look like scorpions.
Ew.
So like centaurs, but scorpions instead of horse.
Oh.
Yes.
So it's the
Orbitars?
Scorpion King.
Oh god, no,
yeah,
please.
that too.
They appear to be covered also. While the bottom half of their body appears to be like a scorpion, the top half appears to be that of a more humanoid creature, and they appear to be covered in armor.
I mean, if they're headed
In their way
straight
directly
north,
towards us?
In your direction, yes.
that sounds aggressive.
I don't know. That's aggressive. Let's wait and see if they get closer.
You wait to see until one of them is closer by. And here is where you see as you get a better idea of what they look like.
Ew.
Let me go ahead and show their portrait.
Oh, they look cool. I like it.
Centorpians.
Wow, I want to ride one.
You want to ride one?
I've got Arcana and Nature. Do I recognize what they are?
Close by, you recognize them as Twin Cully, which are, as expected, like scorpion, like centaurs, but scorpions. They do live out in the desert.
That top half does not look human, sir.
Humanoid.
Humanoid?
That's
Humanoid.
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 That's definitely humanoid.
Somewhat humanoid.
Humanoid. I mean, their mouth is kind of weird looking, but otherwise,
I don't know
Nothing too-
anything about these. Like, are they friendly?
do you have history?
No, just Arcana and Nature.
Well, you recognize what they are. You don't remember as much about about their specifics in the heat of the moment. You would need both in order to recall that. As you see one of them kind of get close over here and then hail with their hand stretched towards you.
Oh, I
Hey,
wait.
let's Hail's back.
I can't
see them-
with my wheel.
And wave with Mage Pie. Yes, yeah.
I'm waving. Wait. I like it.
Good. I say good afternoon, or I yell good afternoon. Is it afternoon? Good day. I'll say good day. Good day.
Yes.
You see them. You see them kind of turn back to the other three, and they seem to be just kind of chittering amongst themselves.
They did not like that.
Oh no.
Maybe they chittered to speak.
They
like a
would
storm.
rather good afternoon.
Oh shit.
You see that one of them goes forward again, and this time they seem to hold a bag upward, and they just seem to be waiting for a response.
What's in the bag?
You don't know. It's a bag.
How
Can
big
you
is
be
it?
more descriptive about
Has
the
it got like
bag?
a foot in it?
Are they traders?
Oh, are
It
they?
appears to be a brown burlap looking bag, though. Unlike burlap, it seems to be made out of more tough, chitinous yet flexible material.
Mm.
They are traders.
I mean, I will attempt to use my Mage Paw to like gesture them closer, because I have no clue what this means.
And I don't think we're being like highwaymans, but it's hard to
Yeah,
tell.
it doesn't look like it yet.
You do notice that they do have weapons on them,
But yeah.
but they're not holding them right now.
Yeah. Like,
I,
I mean, it's
I
very
approach
reasonable to
cautiously.
carry weapons in this world.
And I'll get to the center, I guess. I'll wait. I have confidence. They
appear to be puzzled as you're approaching, and once again hold up the bag and kind of like shake it at you a little bit.
They might be trying to rob us.
Yeah, are they like tall men?
Give us your money and put it in this bag or die.
It's
Yeah, maybe
hard
like
to tell
proper.
because we don't appear to speak the same language.
Yeah, no, it's hard to tell, but
What would scorpions speak?
probably.
Vaguely hearing the chittering with your perception, it doesn't sound like a language you are familiar with.
Yeah. Well, I only
have
know
to speak
3
with
languages.
animals.
Wow, the racism is appalling in this group.
Well, unless they're speaking Druidic, it's probably not any of the other languages I know.
Yeah, for me it'd only be Celestial because they're definitely not Infernals. Or
Maybe
Elemental.
draws a question mark in the air with my illusion.
You see them kind of get a little bit more antsy as the more of you approach. They kind of like have
I
one
don't
of their
approach,
arms on their.
I stopped like a good distance away from them, and I just sit down because I don't know what they mean. I see it.
Yeah, but Yuki and Grau got
Stand
closer.
behind it. Oh, stand behind the cat.
I'm just trying to get within 50 feet.
I mean, they're all clumped up for me, so just say the word.
Telepathy, please.
Alright, as you get a little bit closer, telepathy.
Good day.
Ah,
They can respond, they can respond in kind.
what is that?
It is a greeting in our culture.
No, I mean, what happened head can hear you.
I am speaking to you in your head. You are speaking to me in my head, because we do not speak a spoken tongue.
There's this trick, raise right hand, if not.
You, Shana, raise her right hand.
You see them like muttering to each other inside of their language. Okay, good. Just making sure. You wish trade? We have goods.
Oh.
Yes, we may. I'm going to tell my associates that you're traders. Please do not be alarmed.
Our associates, not your friends.
One moment. And then Yukshan will call out to the group. The scuttlers are traders, it's okay.
The scholars.
I mean, they're speak common, it's fine.
Oh god.
Scuttlers. The racism in this group is always so appalling every time.
You could ask what kind of goods they possess.
I mean, I could, or I could hold up my bag like what they're doing.
I'm thinking, so we have that extra Asmar crystal. What if we hold that up and see what they say?
I mean, technically speaking, we
I think
still have
that sounds
fire.
pretty important. I don't really know what it is or what it
That's
does. I am not gonna
fine.
trade it away.
Well, no,
I did.
you still have yours, girl. We had an extra one that nobody's.
There was 5 that we got in total.
I still think they might like actually attack us.
I still think it'd be safe to save them.
I think we might
Yeah.
need them for whatever it is that our employer wants.
Yeah, that might be true, but what if they have something?
I mean, that's why let's see what they have. But it's gonna
I
take quite a
don't
bit
think
for me
we
to be willing.
should. I don't think
I'm not saying.
I don't think
I'm
we
not saying
should
we should. I'm
because
not
I-
saying we should just toss the Asmar crystal to them and call it a day. I'm saying, if we say, "Hey, look, we want to trade this. What will you get for it?" and then see what they offer. Maybe they have something really baller. You never know.
Then like they might be aggressive towards us if we don't give it away. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, but then we'll kill them. Like that. I feel there's an easy solution if they're aggressive.
Wow. I'd rather just
What do
wait
you
at
What do
the-
you mean? Wow! If someone's threatening me, I'm going to beat the shit out of them. Like what?
See what they have to offer.
Are we gonna start a point?
Open the shop.
How did
on the
they?
job.
I
think
pressed
there's a
X
lot
to
buy-in.
open the shop.
They
react well to the bag being held up.
how did he react?
Yeah.
They chitter around. They chitter around each other. No, we do not need your bag.
Oh, did they want gold?
Yeah, I'll ask what do you seek to trade for?
They chitter about gold, favors, knowledge, anything useful, tasks.
Aw,
We also accept loans.
loans.
Loans. Interesting.
Wait, as in other
Wait,
people's loans?
How about a map? I want knowledge of this area, a map of this area.
Just for the sake of ease, can I essentially communicate whatever each party member says what they want to say?
Yes, you're a translator. You see that one of them actually will go up close and as you're kind of translating, hello, and meet you good. They say in a broken common with their actual voice.
Hi.
Hello.
I will probably stay simply talking with you like this. My common is not so good.
You look very strong.
They go ahead and lay down some wares down onto the ground. There appear to be a few things amongst them. Let me go ahead and find what they are. Give me a second.
Amongst them, interesting.
I
Yeah, they have-
guidance for anything. Wow, mountains.
Mountains.
I guess I'll cast it before I actually approach them.
Taking a look. Sorry, give me a second. I didn't put the descriptions for these down because I'm bad.
Today is like Christmas from Aqua. Just getting those items.
Oh, okay, I see where it is. Hold on.
They could definitely have stuff for surviving out in the desert. for
Yeah.
longer.
We should have a look. Don't enjoy this desert.
Where is this? Hold on. You go ahead and see that one of the things that they place out here. Dang it. That's what I get for not placing this in advance. Okay. Foundry doesn't allow for drag and dropping nearly as easily as Roll20 used to, you know? It's rough. It's a tough life out there sometimes.
My understanding was that it does have a fair amount of drag and drop.
It doesn't. In fact, it doesn't normally have any drag and drop at all unless you have a module installed. That's a module thing. And that's why I've been trying to do this in a quicker way than just creating a separate thing for each one, but it looks like that's not going to happen, so I'm going to have to create one. Lovely. It used to be so easy on Roll20. Sometimes. You think, if only I had studied that.
If only I had. Wait, how does the song go? Fuck. If I only had a brain? Oh shit! It's been too long since I've seen Wizard of Oz.
If only I had a brain.
I know the lyric is if I only had a brain. No, if only I had a brain? If I only had a brain. Yeah, that one.
That sounds correct to me.
Sounds correct.
Dun, 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 dun. Da, 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 da.
Oh, okay, here's what I was
Something
looking
like
for.
that.
Okay, and then I got that one there, and let me see if I can do this. This one. And then, almost ready. That's what I get for believing in Roll20 too much. That was a mistake.
Foundry.
That's what I get for believing in both of them too much.
We just get hurt. The worst.
Okay, you see them throw down the following couple of things. Actually, you see that there's a few non-magical goods amongst the pile. Water is inside of little chitinous casks right there, along with some what appears to be some preserved food, and then they have some nice-looking fabrics as well that they kind of just lay out onto a larger piece of fabric that keeps it a bit safer from the sand laying underneath. Using their deftly, you also recognize a few magic items that they throw down onto there. One of them is an animated shield. One of them is a Boots of the Winterland. And then they also place down two more that even with your Arcana knowledge, you don't recognize as being like common items. One of these looks like a figure.
We'll buy them.
It's a little statue.
Wizard, please
pretty cool.
assist.
And the other one appears to be and some cylinders that look like they are meant to be rolled over on sand in order to reveal some information.
Oh,
We gotta go to
This
those
is cool.
cylinders first.
yeah.
Yeah, no cast. I used this.
You have to touch it, so
Yeah.
just you might not want to do that.
Ritual casting also takes 10 minutes.
Ask?
I stay my ground.
Yeah, I would say just ask first, and
Yeah,
Also-
let's ask if we can
What's the
identify.
gargoyle?
I was about to say, like, is that Orcus?
You recognize this as a figurine of what appears to be the devil Orcus.
Oh.
You can explain who Orcus is for those who are out of the loop.
Or
I
wizard.
don't know the most about them. I just know that they're one of the big devil lords, I think. I think they have like a special wand or something that people want to take or something, but I don't remember that.
yeah. Okay, funny story about that. I was looking for improvised weapons, and a wand's like the best choice for the pictures because they're the most weapon-like without actually being weapons. And I was like, "Ooh, wand of Orcus. This thing looks cool." And I hover over information. It says artifact. I was like, "Oh, never mind."
Yeah. But yeah, I actually don't know too much about Orcus. I don't know what that would be though, like this statue. Maybe it's probably better not to mess with devil-esque things.
Yeah.
That's bitch talk.
Oh, you can go fucking touch it.
Want to
I'm not touching
identify
that
it?
with a 10-foot pole.
I mean, we could ask them what it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Funny looking thing.
It looks very nice, this statue. We found it off in the desert, a bit south from here.
Above your fire.
Oh, maybe let's just ask them. Ah, so it's for decoration.
Yes, it's good. Very intricate designed, very gothic motif.
Can I tell if he's lying?
Secretly ask Jojira. There's magic emanating from it.
They are telepathically communicating, so there's nothing about them physically that would give away any kind of lies.
Oh, it was telepathy.
I would have to get within 30 feet for my detect magic to reach.
I'm
will-
assuming we aren't looking at these things from 60 feet away, right? That'd be kind
No, they've laid it out for the people who are here, right? But just as you have people who are kind of like standing back, they also have people who are standing back.
Yeah, because like we don't exactly fully trust each other.
Yeah.
But I gotta say that I'm worried that they found that in the desert because that might mean there's like devil dippers out here in the desert, or like devil cultists.
Would be
Maybe it's just
strange.
like an old relic.
Can I
So
switch,
we're
I'll
also
switch spots with
possible.
Jojira so that he can have a look? Like, I'll have Yuki tell them my friend would like to come have a look as well.
Yes,
You're-
peruse wares. Peruse. But only let not so many at front at once.
Oh, I can move back.
Yeah, I'll move back.
Oh, so what just get planted on me?
That was actually my detect magic template. There's a way to move that, right?
Yeah, if you use a measurement tool.
Measurement tools. All I see is circle template, cone template, rectangle, ray template. I don't see one for moving it.
You just click on it and you just move it.
Yeah. Once it's made, you just click on it and move it. Once you have the measurement tool selected.
Okay. Well, that means I'm in range to detect magic. So,
Alright.
do I detect magic from anything?
Yes, the Orca statue appears to be, somewhat magical, and so do these, 3 cylinders. The Orca statue appears to have some kind of necromancy magic, whereas the cylinders appear to have some kind of, let me see what this would count as.
They're describing all those things as like decorations, right? Like they don't really know. Has this guy purposely identified anything as a magic?
Conjuration.
Conjuration.
They just, they haven't been asked anything specific anymore besides the statue.
I will inform the others that I am detecting like the necromancy magic from the statue and conjuration magic from the cylinders.
Interesting.
I'll just straight up ask, like, since I'm assuming the most common items, like everyone recognizes magic, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll just ask him, oh, do you have any other magic items? see what he thinks.
You see them chitter a little bit. Let me see something real fast. Viper back there has on magical armor, but it is probably too expensive for you.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I'll look over there and like kind of squint at the armor. Can I tell what it is?
Looking over at their
Scorpion armor.
looking over at you're not sure which one of them is Viper actually. One of them seems to have looking at each one by one, trying to discern armor from this distance, magic or otherwise. You have the perception for it, but lack the arcana for it.
I've got both.
Nameless presumably makes you aware of what their plan is. Looking at Jordiro, you see that one of them, Viper here, presumably, appears to have their chitinous, I don't want to say scales, I don't know what you would call that on a scorpion. Exoskeleton?
Hide?
Titan carapace.
Yeah.
Exos.
Carapace, yeah.
Carapace.
Their carapace appears to be infused with something, and it looks like, it's hard to tell exactly what it is at a glance. It doesn't seem to be an armor that you recognize, though.
I was really hoping it'd be Scorpion. That would have been really fitting.
It's infused with
Is it molten? Yeah, is that molten bronze, whatever?
I was thinking the living armor. The one that where it's basically like a parasite that lives inside you.
What if it's that magic item from Curse of Strahd? That carapace one from the...
Well, okay, anyway, that means that they don't know those magical items are magic, which makes me curious. I'd like to buy them and identify them, honestly.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I think we.
So like, under the guise of liking the decorations, can we ask them how much they want for it?
Okay. Let me check something.
I will note that they said they accept knowledge, and we do have nature expertise and survival expertise on Yukishana.
True.
Sorry, give me a second. Sorry, I was just double checking something. I didn't have all the descriptions fully written out because I didn't prepare enough, honestly. But I know vaguely about what it does. With that in mind, you see that one of them goes, "This statue we'll give you for 1,000 gold pieces, but you can bring the price down with information or anything else. We also have favors to ask if you will do."
That's interesting.
Sure. What favors would you like?
Over to south, there is a big town full of the junk and other goods. It is hard for the four of us to search, and we are not welcome there by the people. We simply ask you search and give us one good thing you find inside a big pile.
Wait, ask what kind of people they look like. Is it going to be a town full of Braxtons?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. What kind of people? We don't know this town.
Smaller, like you, but more like bird, or like cat, or like a rat, or like other animals, but many small like you.
Oh, so like regular people like us.
I mean, it could be like a combination of like Kinku, Tabaxi, and the like, but it could be just shifters.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Pio is very big, and we are not fast enough to search many things inside.
Is it like an abandoned town or is it populated?
they literally said there's people there.
Yeah, there's people.
What distance is this town from here?
About, if you move quick, like us, maybe one day.
1 to 2 days away.
How do you move slow, it seems, because you do not have many legs. How, with 2 legs, is that not slow in desert?
I mean,
like to
yeah,
walk
I
across the
think that
sands.
if we try to go for this, we're going to be cutting the week time limit pretty close.
Yeah, how far away from the outpost? Has it been 2 days?
I think it's been a day.
One
Oh,
day.
it's been a day. I mean, that's fine. If like we take 2 days to go to the town, do our thing, and then 2 days to go back, we still have like 1 day leeway, right?
If
We have time.
we offer more trade as well. Hold on. You see them chitter back at each other. And then you see like one of them almost seems like a little bit angry at first at the chittering, and then this one, at the front, chitters back once more, and then they just kind of shake their head. Okay, got agreement. We can take you there very quick one day, and in exchange, then you must purchase this from us after, whether or not you find anything there or not.
What are we agreeing to purchase?
The statue.
The statue.
Do we want the statue? We don't want the. Not the
Yeah,
sword,
well,
the
I'm-
other
That,
thing.
Let-
wait,
let-
the
I'll
statue,
ask
the
what the cylinder
cylinders are 2 different things. Can we like
They
do
are
like a,
different.
like a text list, like a word list of like everything that they have?
Yeah, sorry.
I've already forgotten which magic
Yeah, I
item
already
they're-
forgot.
The statue.
There's animated shield, something of the boots of the Winterland, and then these 2 items.
Alright, is that it?
Hold on. Food, water, some fancy cloths, boot of the Winterland, animated shield, orca statue, and cylinders.
Cylinders of what?
They are cylinders.
It's just cylinders.
Cylinders could be maps. Like it's hard to tell. Like
Yeah,
until you
go-
actually
Yeah, I think
Can I
that's
can I touch them? Like, can I
fine.
ask? I like to pick up a cylinder. I don't. It's very vague.
You see that like with both hands they hold firm onto the cylinder, and then they hold onto it with a third hand as well. Yes, you can hold, touch.
Okay, so what am I holding?
You have to approach them. It looks like they're not getting closer to you.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, touch the cylinder. It seems to be made out of some kind of clay-like substance. It feels like earth, some kind of rock. And you can see grooves all along the side. You can very much tell that if rolled down onto something like sand, it would surely leave some kind of imprint down. There's no budging on the cylinder, though. They seem to have a pretty tight grip on it with all 3 of their hands on it.
So you can't
So
just
Jiren's
use
is
it on the sand.
magical.
Yeah, it has
both of-
conjuration magic.
Oh, both of them are magical. Okay.
All 3 of them are magical.
Wait, all 3. Wait.
There's
There are 3 cylinders.
They all have conjuration
Oh,
magic.
okay.
Aqua, incidentally, I do have this. If they're talking about information, I do have this, and if we've been in the desert for a day now, could I have been like mapping out as we go forward?
Yes.
Would
mean,
they have
do
any
we-
interest in the like in the surrounding area that we're
I mean,
near,
do
or
we want to lead them to the depot?
I think that wouldn't hurt. We could probably find some other stuff there too.
yeah, they don't. I don't know. They don't seem inherently.
I mean, they might
you know,
not be malicious, but that doesn't mean that they can't be dangerous.
Well, that goes for us too. So I mean,
Our figurines
saying,
have
like-
wondrous power cylinders.
Like I am
They're
very.
actual figurines.
I feel like that Orcus statue is dangerous, and like they're just carrying that around with no idea of what it actually is. That's the kind of like ignorant
Yeah.
dangerousness I mean.
So, but that statue, the scorpion touched it, right? As he was putting it out.
Yes.
So
Although they always seem to, like, in general, just every time they take any goods out, right? They always are kind of delicate with it and hold, try not to leave any of their marks on it with their sharp claws.
Okay. So it's safe to touch, which means it's not cursed.
I
Potentially.
mean, objects can be dangerous without being cursed.
Also, curses don't necessarily apply on touch.
Yeah. it
Yeah,
could-
Yeah,
some
but
curses
so,
apply on
like-
attunement.
What I was just trying to figure out is that if anyone can cast Identify on it after we get the statue and not get cursed. That was just my concern.
Yeah, like if it's not applying to you when you're touching it or when they're touching it, then you should be able to identify just fine. Just identifying it does not curse you unless it's by
Something
touch.
that curses
How
on
much
touch.
do
Yeah.
they want for the cylinders?
For cylinders? They pick up one of them. Honestly, not totally sure how valuable it is. So currently at 2,000 gold pieces because information is very good, but I'm willing to negotiate it down because I do not know how important the info here is.
Wait,
So he
it's-
doesn't actually know what's on them.
Oh, he's saying the cylinders have information on them?
Yeah, like you roll them into the sand to create an imprint that's like like something, like either text or a map,
So
or
we can't see what it is by looking at
he's
it?
holding them so that we can't roll them in
Yeah.
the sand.
Oh, that's
that
what
might
he...
know.
Okay, I wasn't
right?
sure. I just thought that he was holding onto them because he didn't want Nameless to take it.
So there's the cylinders again in case
I
you
didn't
close
do
it up.
in the picture. Like it's right. Those are words in the imprints left by the cylinder.
I'm assuming comprehend languages could fix this issue, right?
Presumably.
If we don't know it, yeah. Like you can comprehend language without touch. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you would have to touch for comprehend language to make it work. Oh, a ladybug's on my screen. How well timed. These guys just hang out in my room during the winter. I don't know why.
Interesting.
It's climbing over the screen. Hello, ladybug. What's the buzz about? But yeah, they're holding it pretty firmly as you we're just kind of investigating it. If you try to, if you spend a little bit more time kind of moving your fingers along the ridges, they kind of pull back a little bit on the cylinder.
Oh, so
Okay.
as in like it compresses some. So presumably like what's on the outside isn't everything. You can't like try to read it without rolling it.
They seem to be hesitant to let you just get the cylinder.
Yeah. You don't read it before you buy it.
Yeah.
2,000
What
seems
if
rather
I
expensive for a
what if I
gamble,
offer them
Nameless says.
what if I offer them something as collateral for that they can hold on to while we hold on to this? That is surely valuable. So if I were to offer them a decanter of endless water, and we they surely they know how valuable water is in the desert. Would they be willing to hold on to that and we hold on to this for a moment?
Like the cylinder?
Yeah. Would they, like that way they have something valuable of ours in return for us to take a closer look at that?
How long have you
They,
had the can endless water?
Approximately 2.5 hours.
They chitter
How much
amongst
is
them.
it?
How much is a decanter?
Yeah.
Like 500 gold, I think. Let me check.
But like
Oh.
presumably like they can't access Magic Walmart, so it's
Yeah,
worth-
and presumably they're like if you told them this is something that helps with water concerns, that is significantly more valuable for a creature where water is not easily accessible.
especially if you can demonstrate it's endless water.
Is this... it's
which-
actually 300? Jay, for this one? Dude,
Hmm?
I'd probably buy this
For-
one too.
For a decanter of endless water?
Yeah.
Was it 300 or 500? I don't remember what Walmart said.
It
Thought
says
it's-
300.
The range of that was 500. Either way, like it's not like a crazy, insane item. Like it's
Unattuned items are always great.
You
Um,
can do some things with a decanter.
presumably you demonstrate its capabilities while suggesting a diesel.
yeah. I'll walk forward and
Ooh.
suggest it.
Oh. And it just keeps pouring and pouring. Hold on. Like, one of them like takes over and watching the goods while they look over at this decanter. Oh, water. And it just keeps pouring and pouring. When does it stop?
When you want it to.
Ooh, this is very interesting. Okay, we'll give you 1 cylinder for this then, and you can look at the information, but not the other 2.
You mean as a trade or for collateral?
We are interested in trading this too, but we will accept it for collateral right now.
Okay, I'll offer it to him as collateral in return for one of the cylinders.
We'll check how much we will give you a quote for this. Give us a second. Yeah, what
Oh my god, guys, we just go back and keep buying endless decanters of water and make money.
Infinite money glitch.
Yeah.
Surely 1 infinite water is priced at the same as 2 infinite waters. To them.
I mean, you could trade the second one, so there's value in the second one still.
That's true.
You go ahead and you have one of the cylinders available while they're just kind of musing over the candler of water over here.
We could have our wizard try to identify it, like if we are now allowed to touch it.
Yeah, do it.
I identify.
Identify! As they're discussing the decanter amongst each other, you begin to identify. And identifying onto the cylinder, you find that it says, and I don't have the description for it right now, sorry. But you see that it appears to be some kind of instructions, or rather, if the instructions on it are followed, then a wish of 1 is granted to thee.
Interesting.
Sounds pretty good.
Is Wish a conjuration spell?
Yes, which is a conjuration spell.
I mean, I guess that in theory is possible.
That'd be really funny.
I'm just thinking, we're in the desert. It's like the lamp. It's the Grant's wishes.
It's the monkey's paw.
They said 2,000 for all 3, right?
Yes.
I want one. I want to save my mama. And I'll say bye. No more books for me.
Yeah, that'd mean like Growl would like. Gone. New character.
Bye.
They come back. Okay, we offer for you this decanter 1,000 gold pieces we have available. We can negotiate more.
I'm thinking, what if we...
out of character, I feel like
if we-
the decanter of endless water in a desert is worth more than that.
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
That's what
if we're
Hagrid-
talking about, yeah, if we're talking about trading rather than just straight gold, right? Because they don't know what these cylinders necessarily are, and so, what if we just trade it for the cylinders, and then if you want to try and haggle past that, but start with seeing if they're if they're good with the cylinders, because they clearly don't know what they are. I mean, so what I'm thinking though is we trade for the cylinders and then we go to the city and
theory, I don't think you start with the cylinders because that just makes them suspicious that we know that they're worth more than they think they were worth.
well
Like, you do it
they
like
said,
and you could toss in a cylinder or 2 afterwards. Like that presumably I feel like is a better way.
well the reason why I was saying this is because they wanted 2,000 gold for it because they didn't know what it was, and they didn't know how powerful it was. So if they were offering 1,000 and saying, well, I don't want to pay 2,000 for these cylinders.
I mean, I don't want to touch the Orca statue, honestly, but I do also feel like it might be...
Well, they already touched it, so it's safe to touch.
I mean, I don't want to take it, but I also feel like it might be too dangerous to leave it with them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking some combination of trading that and accepting their favor in the town, and we can walk away with both without actually spending money.
I mean, if they're still using the decanter as collateral, we could try giving back the cylinder and then try identifying the statue. Like, while this is all happening.
I don't think we need to do that because the statue, they basically, the statue we can do as part of a favor, and so I don't necessarily think we need to get everything about it right now. We can just work it as we go along.
I mean, I just want to know how dangerous it is before, so I know how much I should care.
What's one more day of not knowing how dangerous something is, you know?
Yeah.
Who amongst us has not carried dangerous objects for a long period of time?
Is that like what is the consensus on whether or not we should accept the quest at Junktown?
Yeah, I think we
I
should
think we
do
should.
it.
Yeah, so my vote is we offer the decanter in trade for all 3 cylinders, and then in addition we also go to the town with them and work out a deal with the statue for one of the items there.
No, they said for the statue, we can just do the favor for them.
Right, which is one of the items in town.
Yeah, like when we find stuff there, at least one of the things goes to them.
Of note, they also said that you're committed to buying the statue in that case.
Right. And if we don't find something immense, like we still do have information that we can sell them as well as part of a deal.
Sounds good to me.
All right, so starting that off then, but sounds like you were. Sorry, I guess you tell me how you're starting that off, Mark.
Yeah. So I'll look over once Lazuli is done with the cylinder, and I'll point and I'll say the wizard is interested in the cylinder. Do you want to trade the 3 cylinders for the decanter? Just a trade, no further complications on that one. Just a trade.
For the decanter, you only want these 3 cylinders, and that's it.
Well, the wizard. So listen, I'm not too big on the magic thing. The wizard seems interested in it, and I don't know. I'm gonna look over at him again, like shrug. I'll put on airs as though you know what the wizard says goes, kind of thing.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a persuasion attempt or deception, whichever one you want, depending on your intention there.
Oh god, how's your charisma? Maybe someone else should have done this.
Oh, it's real good.
Well, actually, hold on. I just realized because you can't actually communicate that with them, and Yuki Shana has to. Yuki Shana would have to be the one to do it.
Yeah, I guess if Yuki Shana wants to word that, however Yuki Shana wants to word that, then
I will.
I mean, they could.
I'll word it as you have worded it. Actually, wait. No, actually.
Well, I think the purpose, you don't have Diesel's disdain for magic is the problem.
Yeah, no, it's fine, okay. But I'll speak to you because you're the one doing the trade, and then I'll speak to it and go, okay. Big muscle man, very dumb. Points at wizard. Wizard wants these. Dumb person does not know why. I do not know why, but smart person might want. So we trade, or we would offer decanter for 3 cylinders, and perhaps some of your fancy cloth to carry them in. We don't want them getting damaged.
Go ahead and make a
treat
persuasion.
Objects well, yes.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Add a 1d4.
Persuasion. Shit, if I didn't have enough flute performance, the worst. 18.
So, give me a roll.
Mystery dice.
Dun, dun, dun.
One mystery die.
That's a lot of dice.
That's
the
a lot of
fuck?
mystery dice.
I think it's 1 for
I
each
missed
of
the
them.
group.
I mean, to be fair, convincing the first one matters more than the rest because they're the one interpreting and conveying to the others.
That is true.
Right. You see them go. So bookish things. I do not care much for bookish things either. Very well. 1 decanter for all 3 cylinders.
And some fancy cloth. Keep them safe.
We'll take other thing in exchange for fancy cloth. Something shiny, perhaps, if you have. We are lacking in shiny things right now.
Ball bearing.
Ball bearing.
I mean, I would like. DM, would I have been able to buy ball bearings?
If you had chosen to, if you had bought them themselves, Quill didn't buy you the ball bearings because you requested the Ion Stone instead.
Yeah, I would have, because I would have wanted the ball bearings basically in case the worms turned up. I don't know if it would work, but my character thinks it'll work.
Right, well, if you had the money for it, you bought a bunch of ball bearings.
Alright, then I'll pull out shiny.
Why is Yukishana slowly turning more and more into Kion? I had the Ion Infinity Zone Circle and an ungodly amount of ball bearings for no reason.
I mean, this is part of
the spirit imprinted on the island.
Yeah, I think so.
This is part of the try not to get eaten by worms again plan.
You're offering all 5,000?
No, just
he was grabbing a handful out.
Yeah, like a handful to sort of so they can inspect them and go shiny.
Looking steel.
Imitate these ball bearings so they look better. Thank you.
They don't levitate by themselves.
Hey, you see them holding it? I'm not very interested. It seems like just steel. Not very useful. We need something, when lay out, very impressive on a mat.
I see.
Well, you just ask him how much the cloth is.
The cloth will sell for this very fine cloth. This one is kind of used for many things, great for decoration, curtains if you have inside of your home. We sell for 10 gold pieces per square foot.
Oh, sure. I'll you know what? I don't even need to haggle. I'll take I don't know, 50 gold worth.
Very good. You see that they just use their claw to make a very accurate, very sharp incision across and then give you the part of the cloth. Here they are.
Thank you.
Now, so that covers cylinders. If you're not interested in other wares, but the statue, offer to go and take you to the town still remains.
Wait, did they say steel? They didn't say steel earlier. Hang on a minute.
I think the idea is that it's like a big junkyard and we're supposed to be digging through it to find cool stuff.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I'm good at that.
Okay, I'm down to do that.
Honestly,
just
we
to
could find some new
clarify-
weapons for Diesel, so that'd probably be a good thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just to clarify, this favor covers the entire cost of the statue?
That is what they were playing, yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
We did just find them some shiny stuff.
Or a item.
Yeah,
A
and
good
if
item.
and Aqua, now that they've actually committed to the decanter, I will tell them the command word is just stream to get the water. I won't tell them about the other two. It does not seem necessary.
There is 2 others?
Yes, there's
Yeah,
also
you can
fountain
make
and
it do other
geyser.
stuff.
Fountain is
God.
5 times as much water, and geyser does exactly what it sounds like.
Flood of water.
Alright. Very well, then. This would be very, very useful. We can do a lot with this. Thank you very much. Now,
What's
if you
your
would...
name, by the way? I'm named.
My name is Cesar. Over there is Viper. And then over there is Mamba.
Can you
Mamba.
type those out, please?
Viper and Mamba, that's two types of snake.
I assume you understand how ironic it is for you to ask for somebody's name and then say that I'm nameless.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Sounds like some
Reoccurring
kind
theme.
of- Sounds like some kind of fey bullshit.
And they introduce the last member, Shist. The person that's who has been handling this the whole time is Shist.
Okay.
Very well. Now, if you're going for town, your legs too slow. We will bring you there, but do not want you carrying your weapons on you if we take you on our backs.
Like, I'll put them in
What
my
do they
bag.
consider a weapon? Yeah. He's like, I don't need weapons, but I do carry around a wooden staff, for example.
Like, I don't
I'll
want to my
I'll
stuff.
put my weapon in my bag. Is that what they mean? Like, they just don't want us wielding our weapons, like, on their back?
Yeah, they don't want them to be visible.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
I was gonna say, like, how's Diesel gonna, like... Yes.
Listen, man, if they got a problem with me holding a baguette, then that's their problem, not mine.
Eating it.
You can feed them while you're riding.
I can just put my staff in its like little holding thing on my backpack then.
Oh.
They just like information. Alright, let's go. I want to get there before it gets too dark.
Oh, no, I'm totally jumping on.
We will ride through the night.
I am the heaviest, so I should probably also have the lightest person with me, which is probably
Nameless.
nameless.
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess we have number one.
Oh, wait, you can ride a lot. Oh, no, just kidding. I can't do math.
Alright, let's go. They trudge surprisingly fast through the desert, easily 3 times faster than what you were capable of accomplishing on foot.
It's,
I'd like to ask them, like, how long they've been in the desert, you know, like, where their home is, stuff like that, like, what do they do in their spare time, you know, just, like, make a small talk while we're traveling.
I'm curious like how easily they are carrying me, because like I'm over 500 pounds with my equipment.
They are quite strong. You see that they that one is not struggling for it.
Okay, good. I would have felt guilty if they were.
Do you have the
Um,
full art of them?
The full art? Yeah, I can show it again.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, they got a lot of legs and they're just moving.
Where do they live? Do they just travel everywhere across the desert?
We travel together, make good money opportunities out here. Then go to town and spend on much very good things over inside the town. Lots of good food, lots of good what do you call it? The one that you know, you put to mouth. It's like
Drinks?
Alcohol.
no, not like drink. It's I forget the word for it. I forgot the word.
Fruit?
Not fruit. Very similar. Very similar.
Bagpipes?
Music. Is it music?
Instrument.
Oh, it is instrument. Yes, that one. You put up to mouth. You make good sounds with it. It's very nice. I like practicing when back in town. But then we go out. You get more money. Return to town. Enjoy yourself for a little while, and then continue. Repeat.
Can
Do you
I?
have a map of this region?
Yes, you interested in purchasing? We sell knowledge also.
Yes.
Knowledge very expensive though. Knowledge more important than the little physical things. We'd sell depending on how much you want to know. You want specific thing, more cheaper price than if you want actual map. Because none of us can make actual maps. It's beyond what we have. But we can tell you.
Interesting. Okay, Nameless will think on that.
Playing the food, you can shine on that one.
Mhm.
You see that they're just kind of bobbing along their head as they're skittering across the desert.
Is it Viper that I'm on?
You're on Vipra.
Oh, what are we on?
Can I tell Viper to like win the race?
You're on Cesar. Growl.
This is-
Win the race. It's not a race. In desert, it's very important that you preserve energy. Don't use too much, or you'll be too tired for next day, and that's when the bad things out in the desert go for you. You see that they all stop for a second. We make small go around because something out there inside the sand, and they seem to like go around something, like make an arc around an area.
A wall? What? I mean,
You live in desert long enough, you know things that you can't see with your eyes. You feel them in the sand as you walk by. Over there, it's something. Not sure what exactly over there. Big, moving. Don't like. Don't think too bad about it. Just move past. Always, that's the way of the desert.
You know what? The survival and expertise agrees with them.
Even into the night, as they said, they just continue trekking further and further through. Until sometime around midnight. It seems that they put the pedal to the metal in this case to really get you there. And it's night, but actually, hold on, I won't use this one for tonight because it's too dark. Give me a second. One second. As they get kind of close, they eventually, like, you can kind of see it there in the distance. You see what almost looks like it's like a small chasm in the ground full of objects that you can't quite make out from this distance. But one of them kind of looks like a boat on top of a pile of junk.
What color's the boat?
Brown. And then as you're about like a mile away, they stop. You will make rest of trek from here. They do not let us go by. They do not like us there.
Ah, I see.
Makes sense to not be associated with them if they aren't like there.
Hey Aqua, how hard would it be to like continue mapping out the desert on this map on their back?
It's a smooth enough ride. You're able to do it.
Okay.
And it's part of your cartographer's tool proficiency anyway.
Cool.
Maybe you weren't a cartographer, you wouldn't be able to though, but you are, so.
Yeah, thank God for Elven trancing, eh?
Alright, well, we will wait around here. We'll set up a small little camp. You go in, you find thing, we be here. We'll wait. At most 3 days. Do not think you will need that long, but just in case something bad happened.
Okay,
That's
that works
good.
for me.
They let you off, and presumably you head over into that direction. You get a glimpse of this area. Give me a second.
Wreckage point.
A no pick wreckage point.
Alright, I gotta go. I'll see you guys next session.
Oh shit, it's
Goodbye.
the one.
Bye bye.
But
See ya.
See ya. Presuming you get a view from the sky, which is easy enough, right, with your tool set. I'm just removing the fog because I presume you can just see it all.
Yeah,
Right,
we've got
not-
bird plus shadow.
98%.
Not that I have loaded in yet.
Okay, I just loaded in. Wow, that is a large wreckage pile.
oh my.
It's still going. Wow, that is a large wreckage pile. Oh my god, it's
Christ, this area's
a
huge.
bird.
Oh boy.
Still loading.
Diesel
Oh, hey, there's a
excited.
skeleton here.
Oh, holy shit.
Oh wait, it's just loaded.
That's a lot of
Does
chairs.
that skeleton look draconic in origin, perhaps?
Oh god.
Majera proceeds to blast it with
Fucking
lightning.
Christ. Not this again.
Blast it after we
I mean-
leave.
It's hard to tell. It's got way too many teeth, or the teeth don't look like they're sharp enough for a dragon at a distance. But again, hard to tell from a distance like this because it could be any number of erosion things, and it does look like parts of it have been visibly taken off as well.
Where are we?
Sorry, I didn't put you down. That's my bad.
Oh,
Huh.
we're up there. I was not expecting that.
I kind of was.
Yeah, I thought it'd be on our side too.
There's honestly nowhere else we can get dropped off at, anyways.
Also,
I
the
mean, there's a
NPCs are
path
down there.
to outside the map at the bottom right.
Give me just 1 second. Hold on.
Yeah, but with the NPCs are down there, we can't spawn next to NPCs. We gotta walk to them.
And also, that seems more of a point of interest than a entrance point.
But yes, I am interested in checking that out in particular, as you might guess.
It's looking about in all directions. You see piles and piles of chairs and junk, wooden and unwooden, many of them created from ships. The sand of the desert, this is a little bit more intense here as it collects down into the dip, and the dry and dusty air around you is only accentuated by the taste of
Oh.
little wooden and sand particles in the air.
Those are seashells, really big ones. Like this whole area might have been under the ocean at some point.
Yeah, I mean, there's a boat over here too, which is distinctly not red. That's why it's here. Not still working. What if this is like actually the future of the Atoll, and that's the same skull
Right?
from all the way down there?
Oh, that would be
Let's
interesting.
find the skull of a bird.
What would we find us? Put them down.
Hey, Aqua. Out of curiosity, would my background actually help me search this area and find shit?
Yes, actually.
That's really funny.
Gonna refresh for music.
Excavation.
The session won't last too much longer.
Okay. So we're just searching.
Hmm?
Anything? They just want anything?
Hmm?
They just want us to look for anything?
I mean,
Like
basically, a
valuable?
good item, I think is what they said.
Yeah, something of interest, but we don't exactly know what their interests are necessarily.
Do you have insight, Diesel?
I do not believe so. Let me check. Oh, I do actually. Well, I
You
love
have a
insight.
good sense for things like this, especially now that you're inside your favorite terrain, as it were.
Yeah, I took a 1-level dip in Ranger. This is my favorite trick.
Yeah. Also, having done a lot of the negotiating, what really caught your eyes when they were asking for something shiny, and it's like they're looking for just things that might be of interest to others more so than themselves.
Trading fodder.
You're not surprised that they were unable to search this by themselves, though. There is a lot here. The place is massive, and there are, indeed, as they had mentioned, appearing to be some kinds of encampments of people who are already here. Although it doesn't look like they are out and about from an aerial view. At the bottom right, there appears to be some kind of mausoleum-like structure, though whether or not it's being used for its intended purpose still remains a mystery. Further over to the left side, you see some kind of abode that appears to have been a lot more neat than anything else nearby. Some clothes have already been draped on them, though they have some holes inside of them. A bit closer by, some kind of forested hut of sorts around the area. And then, off particular note, it was a little hard to see, but there seems to be some disturbance around this area.
That one house looks like it's made out of giant coconuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which would go into the this used to be like ocean at one
Yeah,
point.
I mean,
tropical.
this definitely seems like it was Ocean Point. A lot of deserts are like that in general, so that wouldn't surprise me at all.
I didn't know that. You said there was commotion happening here?
You saw that there appears to be some disturbances around this area. Looking about from an aerial view, it looks like there's been some of the things have been moved around recently.
Oh, I thought you meant as in like people were like having conflict there. Okay.
I mean, like, I guess I'll just start looking around here. We're still relatively far away from.
Still relatively far around what?
Was I the one that heard that?
It came through someone's mic.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
just
thought
presume
I thought that was
somebody's.
the voices in my head or something.
What'd you hear?
That's a damn good question.
This map is so big.
Yeah, but since we're still relatively far away from anyone, I don't think anyone's bothering us right now, so I'm just gonna start looking around.
I mean, maybe we should interact so we aren't like breaking any customs or laws.
Listen, man, I have the charisma of a potato. You can go do that. I'll start looking.
Yeah, I think people will attack me if I interact.
Yeah. In terms of who you saw that might still even be available, there is in fact one individual that seems awake at this time, despite it being approximately midnight.
Oh yeah, it's midnight. I'd completely forgotten about that.
They appear to be holding some kind of small lantern that makes them stand out at this time, but you can't tell what they are doing from more of an aerial view in the dark.
I mean, arriving at midnight's not the best impression.
I mean, they're not necessarily like they might not necessarily follow the same schedule, you know. Nobody
Yeah.
nocturnal for all we know.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of beast folk are nocturnal, I think.
Yeah, so maybe that's not too abnormal for them. I mean, like if you want to go say hi and make sure we're not breaking any rules, then by all means.
Yeah, they can begin the search wall if you'd like to go ahead and forward to do that, Georgia, along with anybody else joining you.
I don't know if I'm awake enough for social interaction.
It's okay, the session will end before, like, the actual social aspect.
It's okay. I mean, that just seems like the wise thing to do, you know?
I'm gonna ask Growl to stay over here. We gotta have the red team stick together.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean,
Very doctored son.
I guess I'll try to take Lazuli with me. I don't know.
Huh? Oh, sure.
Do we even have anyone with like good, like genuinely good charisma?
Not here,
Nice,
because all the warlocks are not here right now.
nice.
I mean, I've
I mean, I
got
have
14
13 charisma.
so it's not terrible. I just don't have any
Yeah.
social stats or social proficiencies other than insight.
Hey, I have intimidation.
Me
All I was gonna say.
But yeah, my history was more scholarly before I became a sailor.
Right.
Well, I guess that's what we were going to be. I'm going to be going try to meet that Kinku. We can say that that happens at the beginning of next session, I guess. Unless you have a cliffhanger for us.
Oh, of course. Yeah, that's always how it happens, isn't it?
Alright. Where is the best way to that way?
Presume you have to go around. Like,
Yeah.
go through this way.
Yeah. Keep up.
Dejura leaves
Leaving
Lazuli
Joe
behind in the
behind.
dust.
You're also leaving Joe behind.
Ah, fuck. I thought I had them. So
No,
so
Joe!
tiny. I actually do have the permissions to move all 3 of these tokens if I wanted to.
Oh, that works.
Impressive. You get a more as a sailor, Dejura, you may even feel a sense of melancholy seeing all of these discarded ships around here.
This is essentially a graveyard.
Boneyard.
Many of these places look like if at one point they housed any inhabitants, are currently disposed of any.
I wonder if there was like infighting amongst the inhabitants or what. You said that there had been like disturbances here. Can we do like a small look around while we arrive when we arrive here?
Yes, looking about, you see that a lot of chairs around here appear to have been viciously thrown about the area and are cracked on ground. Whereas, there appears to be a larger amount, especially in this pile right here, that appears to have been moved quite recently.
Where was the ping? Oh, I didn't see it because I was expecting it to be on the clear ground. I mean, I don't know what that's about.
But in a moment, you find out what it is about. As you're passing by and just kind of trudging through some of the trash that's on the ground, suddenly that pile there appears to shift a little bit. And a large figure emerges from it. And it looks like they had unfurled as you see them stick out of the covering of junk that had been layered on top of themselves.
Oh.
Oh, hello.
Is that Brax, or is that just another of his kind?
Looking at them, you see that that horn looks very similar to a different horn that you had previously witnessed.
Nice.
Hmm.
Yeah.
They don't seem to say much as looking at you. That is where the session ends.
No. Don't end now.
What if we
I
just
looked
show?
back and saw that.
What if we just show him his own cut-off horn? And
That's
it's
true.
an intimidation
That's
tactic.
True, we have that.
Good ending point.
Point. Good session.
Yeah, I'm not about that ending.
I'm not offended me where we are right now, considering what happened last time. Hopefully this encounter will go better.
I mean, he was peaceful to begin with, like, in a way. Like, he was
I hope it
wary,
stays
and he thought
peaceful.
he was being snuck up on, but... He was lawful evil, not chaotic evil, you know?
But do we know if he's alone this time?
If he's what this time?
Alone?
Oh,
It could be more people.
I mean, there's the Kenku over there, but there could also be more people in the trash pile.
Oh, that's very disconcerting.
It's interesting how the Scorpion people aren't allowed, but that guy is.
Yeah, there's this thing called racism, I think.
I mean, I think people
Well-
tended to discriminate against nomads in general. Like, in the Scorpion people did seem nomadic to me.
We'll see.
But good stuff. See y'all